Have you experienced the awesome power of the Panasonic Real 3DO system? Obviously.
Presenting 3DO, the most advanced home gaming system in the universe. It's time to put away your toys.
3DO from Panasonic, Gold Star, and Creative Labs. A new low price and free games.
Mind-blowing graphics of Panasonic Real 3DO.
3DO.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the 3DO Experience, the 3DO retrospective podcast where we talk about all things 3DO, the company, and everything in between. I am Bill, and this is Thrak. How you doing, Thrak?
Well, Bill, I am feeling 100. How are you?
I'm feeling tired, which is basically the same thing.
Well, that maybe 10, not 100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the 100th episode of 3DO. Holy crap, where did the time go?
I can't believe we did 100 of these fucking things. That's insane.
It's a little bit less overwhelming for me because I've done 200 GNCs at this point. And I'm kind of used to it, but for a little side project that I didn't think was going to go anywhere, 100 episodes, freaking sweet.
Yeah, it's crazy. In the last like 50 episodes, like the show's kind of really had quite an expansion. Because I think when we did 50, it was doing all right, but I think now it's kind of getting up there, or at least doing some pretty crazy numbers. So, and I know I don't say it much, but like literally everybody who listens to this and rates, reviews, shares, all that social media stuff, thank you guys. It's awesome. It keeps the show interesting, knowing that there are people out there who are genuinely enjoying the show and maybe learning a little bit about the 3DO from this, and even people who conversate with us in Discord about things. They know who they are.
100%. I'm gonna save shout outs for the end of the show, but I do want to go shout out all of our wonderful guests we've had over the years. I'll save that for the end though. Yeah, it's crazy. Like I still remember.
Are we at 2 years now?
I mean, so fun fact, I actually found the original interaction that started bringing the show back. I will share it in the
Jesus Christ.
I will share it in the Discord, but it was the exact date was, I lost it. Oh, here it is. The first interaction was 2023, and it appears to be April 26th. So,
holy shit.
About 2 years ago, yeah.
I said Marion's Quest, not Lucienne's Quest.
Yeah. Yeah, because I remember I had kind of just posted it in there casually, not thinking I was ever going to bring it back, and then
and I bullied you to bring it back. Yeah.
And two years later, and here we are.
Which Discord is that in?
That's in the GNC Discord. In the it's buried in one of the 3DO tabs that I think was originally the lone 3DO tab when I first made that server, and now it's one of the ones in that section now.
That's awesome.
It's like if you scroll back, there's like a point where you're like, should I buy a 3DO? And I'm like, if you want, and then you're like, I bought a 3DO, and I'm just like, okay, we're doing this, I guess.
Well, because I remember I called like a bunch of game stores around me, asking them if they had one, and some of them were just like, what's that? And then there was a couple that were like, oh, let me check, and none of them did. There was the one I like to frequent a lot, I talk about them, they had one, and so I went there and grabbed it, and it wasn't a terrible price. It's the same FC10 I still have, works just fine. So, and I went on like a crazy collecting game spree. My eBay history is awful. You can tell if you look at my eBay history when I have like certain hyper focuses, like, oh, this time I bought a bunch of GBA games, and I bought a bunch of 3DO games, and a bunch of like 360 games, so a bunch of Game Gear games. You can tell when my flavor of the month, if you will. But this has been going for Jesus fucking Christ 2 years.
2 years. We had one brief hiatus.
Yes.
During 2023, but we've pretty much been weekly ever since the Alone in the Dark episode.
Yeah, that was I was still in school at that point, so things were just getting kind of hectic, and I needed a few moments to collect myself. But then I was fine after that.
Hmm. Yeah, and I think we haven't missed a week. We've had a couple late weeks and a few. I've had to do a couple solo shows, but other than that, we've been going strong,
Yeah.
and the numbers have kept up. Like we haven't had a fall off anywhere.
I
Um,
I I think that's why like the show's gotten like the numbers are getting better just because of we've been consistent. So
hmm. It's also a niche that is getting some surprising interest. I've noticed a lot lately. Like 3DO is
yeah,
weirdly relevant. I don't want to say we caused that, but I'd like to say we helped. Maybe.
if anything, we might just be like a byproduct of it, and we're just kind of riding that wave.
Hmm.
Like I wouldn't be surprised if there are people who listen to us consistently who aren't in the Discord, aren't in Superpod or anything like that. They just like what we do.
We have at
The
least
lurkers, if you will.
Yeah, we have at least 50 people who listen because we're getting averaging around 50 listens a week. So
I'll take that. And I like never listen to the show, so I can't
hmm,
say I'm inflating the numbers.
that's fair. I think my mother might listen. That might be the only.
My mom does not. I don't think she knows what a podcast is.
That's fair. So we, similar to our 50th episode, we did a bit of a call out. We're asking for any write-ins or anyone who had questions for us. And we got quite a few across a few different areas.
Bill didn't want to do this originally. He's like, we shouldn't do a questionnaire for their 100. But he's like, we should do something else. But I'm like, we're not, let's just do one, man. Because again, the show's grown so much in those 50 episodes that I figured we'd have more questions. And I think we do have considerably more than last time.
More either like we're pretty much on par, or we definitely have more. We definitely got some interesting questions this time around.
I'm hoping Tommy brought his A game because I didn't look at any of the questions beforehand because last time I was upset because the Tommy one was so good that I'm like, I wish my reaction was on camera. So I didn't look at any. So just want to clarify that. So you will get fresh reactions from me.
The Tommy question last time was so perfect because it was like it happened to somehow like we had an exact game that just perfectly worked for his question.
Yeah.
But I actually wanted to start over on I dropped the thing on a few the little call out on a few different platforms. I actually was going to start with we got one response over on the main GNC server, and that was from friend of the show and a guest at one point, Schnickerman.
Hi, Schnickerman.
And he had asked, what 3DO game surprised us the most?
It could be recency bias, but probably the Daedalus encounter.
I was thinking Daedalus as well. I'm thinking back on a few of them.
Monster Manor was pretty surprising.
Monster Manor, in the opposite sense of surprised, Captain J was surprising in how bad it was. Like, sorry to the guys that made it, but eesh.
I think it didn't help that like BioFury did so well. Like that was so good that like World of Publishing was doing another game, and it's like, oh, okay. It was kind of riding on that, even though they're very different, dev teams that worked on it. So yeah, that one was surprising in terms of it being bad.
Lost Eden was surprisingly good. I wasn't expecting.
Lost Eden was surprisingly good. Siberia was surprising.
Siberia was surprising in the sense that, like, I thought that was
like, I don't know what this is.
I thought it was a stupid space shooter, and then it ends up being whatever the hell that was. It's both the greatest and
amazing,
most what the fuck experience we've had on that show.
So good, so good.
He also asked, Will we rename the podcast to 3D when we finish reviewing all the 3DO games? Probably not, just to retain the feed, but we'll probably. My thought is when we do inevitably cover all the 3DO games, if we get there, we'll probably keep the feed the same, and we'll probably just post 3D in there. And if we do a separate console thing, I'll probably just make a new feed.
It's interesting, yeah, because if you think about it, this podcast does have an end goal, though I think it'll probably be at least another like 100+ episodes before we get there. Like it'll probably be another 2 years before we are like, oh, we've talked about everything now. We have
Yeah.
nothing else to talk about. And then at that point, we might pivot and do, I don't know, Jaguar or something stupid. I don't know. But
I'll probably
we'll
create
have
a
to
new
cross.
feed though.
Yeah,
for
we'll
that.
have to cross that bridge when we get to it. But I think for now, we're okay. And yeah, 3DO, it's a little side series thing. Who knows? Maybe when we're winding down 3DO, we start doing more of those.
Yeah, that was my thought. Like when we wrap up on the 3DO games themselves and any 3DO topics, realistically, we'd still post 3DOs here, and then if like say another World of Games homebrew comes out, we could cover it.
Oh yeah. I wish they would answer my email.
Yeah,
They never. I don't know. I'm sure somebody saw the email, but they either. I don't think I linked anything. Maybe that was the problem. Maybe I'll try again, but I'll like link the show so they can actually have an excuse to go listen to it. But since we've done that Captain J and they weren't too happy, or we weren't too high on it, who knows? But
I mean, to be fair, John Hancock wasn't particularly high on it either. So. Oh, he tried to be positive in his review, but
yeah, I mean, he has a little bit more clout than we do.
True. He then also asked, when will Threk join Bill at a retro game convention?
That's a good question. I think that comes down to like logistics, because especially with where I'm at right now with like work and everything, it's just not really feasible for me to like, go up to Connecticut and hang out with you for a week. It's just not really, it's not possible. So next year, let's see if we can do something next year, and maybe do like a live 3DO live in quotes, but let's shoot for, hopefully next year I'm a little bit more stable out in the work and actually like have PTO, and then we can figure it out from there. That's what I'm going to say to Schnickerman. Maybe next year.
My thought was, the only other thought I had was if we somehow get a panel somewhere and they'll pay for at least the convention part.
That'd be interesting.
But I think we're still a little ways out from there, because I've seen the numbers most panel people have, and we're not quite there yet, but we are getting there.
That would be weird. That would be weird. My first, I've been to I haven't been to a retro gaming convention, but I went to an anime convention once a couple years ago. But I haven't been since. So
we'll see. I mean, Retro World is around here, and it is mostly a collector's haven. So
yeah, so we shall see. So
and then his final part of his question was, how many times has Thrax said blank is great during the previous 99 episodes?
What does that mean? Am I not allowed to like things?
I don't know. I guess it's a recurring thing.
Probably at least 100 times. How about that?
Probably. I mean, it probably happens.
I think we all have like weird like speech tics or things that we do that we don't even realize we do. So that's probably just one of them for me.
All right. And that is all he had. Thank you. Thanks, Schnickerman. That was great.
Thanks, Schnickerman. Come back on the show. Pick a game from the list.
Yeah, he's welcome on anytime. We also got a question from our buddy Casey.
Ooh, hi, Casey.
Casey said, congratulations on 100 episodes. And his question was, what was the biggest challenge in completing 100 episodes? Were there any lessons or light bulb moments that will shape the next 100 episodes?
I mean, the only challenge is just the consistency. Like with anything, just doing it all the time, like it eventually becomes part of your routine. So, with like 3DO, I just don't like think about it. It's just like, oh, the day we record this, that's 3DO day. So it's just part of it. And then the challenge sometimes is sneaking the game in there, which I've had better luck than other times with that. But again, you just got to try to make the time for it. So that's why I've been trying to like plan the games out ahead of time. So it's like, oh, certain games it's like, oh, that's like a couple weeks out. So I can put some more time into it before we get to it, that kind of thing.
Yeah. I think the big light bulb moment was honestly when we started doing the news segments like more consistently, because we had a few early on games where it was like the game was literally a nothing burger. And
yeah,
it was kind of like, here's the episode and it's already over.
Yeah, there's a few of them that are really short. So having the news definitely helps. And yeah, no news segment this week, everybody. There really wasn't much in the last week. I would have to scrape for things. There really wasn't much. So Sorry. If you really like when we say the news, none this time.
Yeah. And then he had a second question. If we had to pick a favorite game covered thus far, which would it be, and how about least favorite?
Oh, that's a good question. Favorite and least favorites. Incredible Machine and Way of the Warrior, respectively.
I'd say
We've probably had worse games than Way of the Warrior, but it's the one that I'd hate with the most vitriol.
Yeah. I'd say favorite game to cover. That's tough because we've gotten so many. Honestly, the Mad Dog trilogy's up there. A little biased because Casey was there for that one.
Yeah. As far as like episodes, yeah, the games that we did episodes on, that one is one of my favorites for sure. Plumbers Don't Wear Ties, of course. The Porn Games episode, of course. Like those were entertaining to do. I mean, even Way of the Warrior was a fun episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as like actually just doing the episode more so than playing the game. Least favorite of that, I'd have to look. I would.
Captain J, maybe just because it was such a disappointment.
Yeah, that was a rough one.
Cyberdillo, that's probably my least favorite game we played, just because it's such a nothing game.
Yeah, very style over substance, that one.
I'd say favorite game. It might still be Icebreaker. That game
Icebreaker is still really good, but I Incredible Machine just ticks the right neurons in my brain, makes me happy.
I think for me it's Icebreaker, just because that is like really like a one like 3DO only kind of game that you can only experience on this platform.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like one that no one talks about.
Yeah, which is a shame. So, and then I think, because I know they were making a sequel, they were making an Icebreaker 2, and I think it might be playable out there. I don't know. But
We'll
if
have
it
to
is,
look for that.
if it is, we should do that for an episode.
Maybe do like a whole thing on canceled 3DO prototypes. Maybe.
Oh, for sure. Like near the end, we'll do a whole big video on the M2 and everything. So,
and that was all he had to ask. Thanks, Casey. We'll definitely have you back on at some point next.
I would say, is he wanted the other American Laser games, because there's a couple more.
American Lasers. I think we were going to have him on for digital picture stuff as well.
Oh yeah.
And I'm sure. Oh, Killing Time, of course, as well.
Yeah. A podcast that talks about Night Trap. Truly breaking ground.
No, thanks, Casey, though. He's honestly like one of our longest supporters.
Oh, yeah, he's great.
And then the other write-in question I had was from a friend of the show, Keaton, or Mass Keaton, as he's known on Discord.
Hi, Keaton.
He asked, or they asked, you are walking down a hospital hallway wearing your podcast shirt and a dying man beckons you. He explains that he only has one podcast episode worth of time to live, and he wants to go listening to your podcast. He asks for an episode that will give him the quintessential experience. Which episode do you have him listen to? No saying anyone else's podcast. This is his dying wish, and you can't refuse it. If you try to get out of the question by running out of the room, he will fling a bedpan at your head. You must give him an episode to listen to.
Wow.
So,
first of all, I don't know if I would ever wear a shirt of our podcast logo. No offense. It's just I think that's going a little too far in the plugging thing, in my opinion. I mean, I would wear like a 3DO shirt, but not like the 3DO. That's a little, I don't know. The idea of like wearing a shirt with like my face or my name on it, even my online name, I'm like, no. It doesn't feel right to me. But whatever, hypotheticals. Quintessential episode for somebody to listen to if they're dying. That is a tough one. Because it's like, do you go quintessential 3DO game, or do you just go like one of the better episodes, like a personal favorite kind of one?
Yeah, that's the interesting part, because I mean, we've had like, obviously for like quintessential games, like the Plumbers episode is up there.
Yeah.
Gex, of course, like Need for Speed. But then when I think of like episodes that were just like
Twisted.
twisted, but I'm also trying to think of like episodes that we did that were just downright fun episodes.
Yeah.
Like, because I think the episode we did with I mean, once again, the Mad Dog episodes are.
Oh yeah, those are super fun. So, yeah, I'll say the Mad Dog episode. Just listen to that because it'll be entertaining. You'll get a good laugh out of it. So they'll die enjoyment wise. I'm not going to give them theme park. They die of boredom.
Yeah. Or for a laugh, we give them the New Year's special just so they can see that insanity.
Oh yeah,
unfold.
They'll die of confusion.
Why is that man prank calling
and failing?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh God.
No, but I'd probably say the Mad Dog games. That's an
easy one. Yeah.
Quintessential 3DO nuts, like crazy stuff.
Yeah.
The Siberia episode 2 is up there just for what is this?
Siberia is crazy. The 3D balls episode was also pretty good.
Battle Tanks with Quest was also up there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll say Mad Dog though. The Mad Dog trilogy.
Easy pick.
All right. Thanks, Keaton.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. All right, that was all I had for write-ins. I think I'll do the Blue Sky questions now because there was only 2 of them. From LS Grigger. So if Hyperkin or Analog did a 3DO or CDI console with modern tech, either emulation or FPGA, what price point would be ideal?
That's an interesting question. I don't think Hyperkin does that stuff. I'm pretty sure it's Analog that does that. And I have an Analog Pocket, and I really like it. I think it's a really nice piece of machinery. Price wise, it's a little much, but those aren't really meant for like general consumers. They're meant for more like the enthusiast kind of a market. So an enthusiast 3DO would be fascinating because, like, in theory, could they just get it officially licensed? It's probably not out of the realm of possibility.
I'd say so. It depends on who owns the rights. I thought Limited Run did for a minute there, but I'm not sure if they actually do or not.
I'm not sure. You maybe have to call Trip Hawkins. Maybe he could probably point you in the right direction, kind of a thing. But they could probably get the 3DO license on that thing proper. Well, and also like a lot of CD drives run faster than I think the 3DOs does. Because the 3DO CD drive runs at a pretty slow speed, but again, I don't know how the tech stuff works.
It's like a 2-speed, anyways. It's faster than the Neo Geo CD, but it's not the fastest in the world.
Yeah. So, but anyways, price points. If it was under 300, I would be interested.
Yeah, I'd say so. I found it interesting too. They mentioned the CDI as well. That would be.
I feel like I don't even know how you would do that because I don't know how that thing works hardware wise, but that thing's got to be a funky beast.
It is notoriously difficult to emulate, from what I've read.
I've tried to emulate it and I have had mixed results. Like you can get Hotel Mario and the Zelda games running pretty fine, but beyond that, you kind of have trouble. It feels like people worked it out so they could play Hotel Mario and blink the faces of evil. But beyond that, they're like, who fucking cares? I don't want to play sailing.
Yeah, it's like that. Those are honestly the only 4 games most people care about on CDI. I'm sure there are other games worth looking at.
I'm sure there are some interesting games on there for sure. I do like the version of Jeopardy on CDI. I think it's actually really stellar. But yeah, 3DO, like it's easier to figure out. Like you could do an emulation of it, but like in my experience, the emulation is I would say about 85% there, and then, but like I think FPGA would probably be the better way, for the discs. Or I don't know how FPGA works with CD based consoles, but I would definitely be curious if they did it and it was at a solid price point.
I'd say around that 300 range would probably be fair.
Yeah, I think they'd get away with it because they know like it wouldn't sell that much. So
No, it'd be
they probably wouldn't even make that many of them.
it would be like the definition of niche, but that's honestly probably
Exactly.
fine for the 3DO.
Though they would probably like, I imagine the pre-orders would sell out.
Probably.
I think with analog, the pre-orders always sell out anyways. Aren't they doing an N64 one now?
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, I have no interest in that.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for that question, Ellis Gregor.
Yes, thank you.
That's actually a really interesting one. That's probably the most.
Yeah, I'd never thought about that before.
That's just different. Like that's something that you wouldn't think of.
Yeah, give me different.
And then the other question on Blue Sky is from our friend Danny.
Hi,
and she
Danny.
asks, what is a game that you started thinking you'd love but ended up not liking at all? And on the flip side, what is a game that you didn't think you'd like and ended up loving? The second part of that question is easily the Delidus encounter. That was
Yeah, I think that's an easy one that I didn't really know I thought I would not like it, but yeah, I ended up really liking it. But yeah, a game I thought I would like but ended up not liking.
Didn't we think Cyberdillo was going to be something, and then we played it and we're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, that's possibly one of them. One of them I was thinking of is Captain Quasar.
Yeah, that was kind of a bummer.
I didn't hate the game, but from what I looked of it, I'm like, this is gonna be fucking awesome. And it just wasn't it. It was kind of mid. And that one was a shame because I was really hoping for that. It had all the elements to be a hidden gem, but it just didn't end up being one, you know? And maybe another game I thought I would hate but ended up really liking was Madden. But I think that was another I didn't know what to expect. I still play it every once in a while.
the basketball game we played.
Slam and Jam.
Slam and Jam. That ended up. I mean, I'm not even a basketball guy, and I ended up thinking that was a really good game.
Yeah, it was fine. I wasn't a big fan of the camera perspective, and
yeah,
the game was a little annoying for me. But I could see people really liking that one for sure.
A bit out of the box, but
one that was a bummer. Zadnos, the People's Party.
Yeah, that was.
Oh man, because the other games they had done were like bangers, and this was just not.
Yeah,
I think they had run out of ideas.
Twisted was great. Station Invasion was charming.
Yes. It's better than Zadnos, though.
Oh, yeah.
It really, but yeah, Zadnos just, man, I was hoping that would have been awesome, and it just wasn't.
A little bit out of the box, but I think one that I went into it with nostalgia, and I came out of it with kind of like disappointment was Army Men 3D.
Yeah. I remember when I was playing it, I was like, man, I feel like Bill's going to be mad because I don't care for this at all. And you were going to try to be like, no, it's actually like not that bad. But no, we kind of agreed on that one.
I was like, damn, nostalgia really is a thing. Because I was like,
oh, yeah.
Like, this is not the gem I remember from back in the day.
Just how it goes, man.
I hadn't played it, unlike Air Attack, which we will be someday in the future.
Yeah. We're saving that for later.
But thank you, Danny.
Thank you, Danny.
That's all we got for Blue Sky.
All right.
Now on to, I'll save Alex's question for last because Alex's question is Alex's question.
Naturally.
So over on the SuperPod Network server, we got quite a few questions.
I imagine it looked, the server was popping off. I wouldn't know.
So Tommy initially just wrote, "Oh hell yes," and then left us on red for a bit.
Did he eventually give us a question?
He did eventually.
Okay.
It wasn't like the last time where he said, "Oh hell yes," and then never gave us a question.
I think Tommy's a busy man. It's okay.
So Steve asked, "Can the 3DO microwave a burrito so hot that even it would not eat it?"
First of all, you assume I eat a lot of microwave burritos. I don't. Just once in a while.
Well, he's asking, would the 3DO eat it?
I mean, the FC10. I mean, that's a big chomper. It could fit a whole microwave burrito in that thing, you know.
I mean, yeah, but
you can never fucking cook one right? Like you try to cook, you do it to the instructions, and it's like the edges are nice and warm, but you get to the center and it's still a block of ice, and you're like, what the fuck happened? You put it in for like maybe 10 more seconds, and then the whole thing is just way too like lava magma.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I hate everything. Why can't they figure this shit out?
Or it's like the weird like black magic like fuckery of like a hot pocket where like it's cold on the outside and a fucking lava bomb on the inside somehow.
I haven't had a hot pocket in like 15 years.
I had one like yesterday because I was bored lazy.
Well,
anyways,
do you guys remember? I'm gonna get off topic. Do you guys remember when hot pockets they originally didn't have like that weird like crust that they have now? Like it was more of like a flaky kind of a crust, and it almost looked like a diamond or something. And they had like real bits of pepperoni in it. Those hot pockets were fire. Those were so fucking good. And then they changed them to like, oh, the new flavored crust or whatever. You take a bite of it, and it's just a bunch of gooey sauce with a little bit of pepperoni in there. And I'm like, they ruined it. They fucking ruined it. So I stopped. I've never had a hot pocket since.
See, I remember when they like
betrayed me.
I remember when they briefly were like trying to make them healthy and were doing the lean pockets, and then they realized that was dumb.
we used to buy both. And I would just kind of swap. I was like, I'm feeling a lean pocket today.
Yeah. And you'd taste it and you'd be like, there's no difference. I'm pretty sure
it's the exact same.
I'm pretty sure they just phased out the original Pop-Tarts and they're all lean pockets now, to be perfectly honest.
They still do the breakfast ones?
Yes.
Okay. That reminds me of that. Well, Jim Gaffigan had that famous Hot Pocket bit, but the bit my favorite part of that was he's like, they introduced the breakfast Hot Pocket finally. I can't think of a better way to start the day. Good morning. You're about to call in sick.
Yeah.
I never had a breakfast Hot Pocket.
I see him all the time. And I'm like, that could be an option. And I'm like,
I mean, I've tried those like Jimmy Dean breakfast burrito, those kind of stuff. I never like them. Like you microwave them and I don't know. It's not the same. Like if I want a breakfast burrito, I'll go to like McDonald's or Burger King and grab one of their breakfast burritos, or Sonic or something like that. Like I want it fresh that way, not out of the microwave. Doesn't hit. Yeah.
I'm so like usually in a hurry, I'll just eat a muffin or something. So
I just peel an orange every day. It's a meme. If you want a Thrack breakfast, a bottle of water, a 6-ounce cup of coffee with a lot of sweet cream in it, and an orange. That is the Thrack breakfast.
It's not a bad breakfast.
Could be worse.
So to answer Steve's question,
yes.
You know what's funny? The 3DO, just to get technical here, it's not a particularly hot system.
Like, what do you mean attractive or like it runs hot?
I was gonna say runs hot.
Oh, okay.
In terms of attractiveness, I mean, we get 4 options, so
varying degrees.
I mean, I do love my FC1 Castle console.
The FC1 is the best looking of the bunch, for sure. It just doesn't function.
It functions, just
not great.
They fall apart after a while.
Yeah, it's like having a partner who can't hold down more than the part-time job.
Thanks, Steve.
Yeah, love you, Steve.
We'll have you on the show at some point, I promise.
Yes. Thanks for the cake, by the way. Hopefully it's in the thumbnail. But you made us a little cake. And is that Fatty Bear? I'm pretty sure it's Fatty Bear.
I think that was Fatty Bear, which means he is playing it. It means we have to play it pretty soon.
Yeah, he made us a little cake and Fatty Bear. Hopefully it's in the thumbnail. So
I fit it in there, so you see if people can find it. I hit a bunch of stuff in that thumbnail, so
it's beautiful.
All right. Then Aaron asked, "Hello, boss man.
I see you.
If you two were in charge of the new 3DO company and could some new IP to add to the 3DO's library, which 3 games would you each pick?" I think he wrote this quickly. Any game, any system, any gen.
So the idea is we're running the 3DO company and we each have to just make 3, like we're taking 3 IPs from other companies and making them 3DO. So we're Microsoft, we're buying them and making them our own.
Yeah. We're basically doing what they did to Might and Magic and buying it and running it into the ground. Did I say that out loud? I'm sorry.
You're probably not wrong. Fuck, I don't know. Like I don't know what I mean. Like these days, like if I was running the 3DO company and trying to run it off of nostalgia, I mean, I would try to look at what IPs people know and try to do something with it. Like imagine like a modern Army Man game, but with like big production behind it. I have no idea if that would hit or all. It'd be interesting.
I was trying to think like maybe like abandoned series that aren't really.
Sure.
I mean, I still think get Gex back, make a new Gex.
Could we get Cow the Kangaroo? That game has 3DO energy, doesn't it?
Hmm. Yeah, I mean we probably could.
Yeah.
It did have a new entry recently.
Yeah, yeah. Can run on the M6 or whatever they'd be at this point.
The M6. I'm trying to think what's another game that would have like good 3DO energy.
Well, we can't take Madden, unfortunately. That'd be nice. Oh yeah, a little bit of, well, not news, it was more of a rumor that EA and the NFL renegotiated the Madden license, and EA wanted to take away the exclusivity and let other people have it, and the NFL's like, nah, keep it, we're fine. And I'm like, oh, we're cooked now. EA wanted to move on from it, but the NFL's like, nah. I'm like,
keep
oh,
doing
fuck. Well, I think it's because they get more money from EA doing it that way. Pebble Beach, or no, that's already on 3DO. So anyway, it's just 3 IPs to 3DO that aren't already 3DO. Let's see. I'll do Cow the Kangaroo. Does Road Redemption count? That's not an IP. So you got to have something, Bill.
So I'm thinking because I guess it's an everything IP now. I was thinking Everybody's Golf.
Yeah,
so that game could be great on 3DO.
Oh yeah.
Because Namco doesn't seem to want to do anything with it. Let's have Klonoa give us a good platformer.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I'll take that.
All right, one more.
Actually, I have my Klonoa bottle today. Look at that.
Nice.
Hey.
That's a character that could be great on 3DO.
God, I love Klonoa.
Let's see, one more. I want to say like some sort of racing game that's abandoned.
Soul Calibur. Let's bring back Soul Calibur. God damn, there's quite a few fighting games on 3DO more competent than we realize. Soul Calibur.
It'll never happen, but fucking
no. Who cares, right?
Yes, I got another one. It'll never happen because Nintendo, but if they don't want to do anything with it, fuck it. Give us F-Zero on 3DO.
I'm gonna pick Cow the Kangaroo, Soul Calibur, and we'll go Nintendo. Chibi Robo.
That would be cool.
Because they're not doing jack shit with Chibi Robo. I'll take it.
Yeah, so I'll do Everybody's Golf, Klonoa, and F-Zero.
Yeah, there.
If Nintendo ain't gonna do anything with it, we let 3DO try it.
If I get a fourth one, I'll say Shining Force. So I think Shining Force 4 could be a thing. 3DO.
Hey, they also created Everybody's Golf. They created Shining. It makes sense.
Yeah. Fucking Camelot. What are they doing right now? Just sitting on their ass?
Nothing.
I
don't even know who.
They have to be doing something.
I don't even know who's making the new Everybody's Golf because it's not Clap Hands anymore.
I don't know.
Oh,
I have no idea. Well,
apparently Sony doesn't even.
It could just be Bamco doing it. I mean, I know
Maybe.
they're publishing it. They could just be developing it too.
Apparently Sony doesn't even own that series anymore.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
so who owns it? Does Bamco own it?
Bamco has it now, I guess.
Is it the same with Patapon?
I think maybe. Maybe Sony lapsed on those or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Who knows?
Either way. Thanks, Aaron.
I hope I get my paycheck this week.
Yeah. Give me. So this is from Will. Give me 5 games that you each think define the system. Don't tell each other in advance. Well, good thing, Will, we didn't read these questions in advance. So.
Do you think we collude before the show? No. 5 games that define the system. I'm gonna say Gex, Plumbers, Need for Speed. Oh, I gotta look. Twisted and Escape from Monster Manor.
Okay. So it gotta be a little boring because unfortunately with 3DO, its defining games are pretty iconic.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Gex, Plumbers, and Need for Speed right off the bat. I'm also gonna say Killing Time.
Okay.
And
I haven't
then
played it yet. I'm saving it for when we do it.
I'm trying to think for that I guess Twisted as well, because Twisted is like one of the games that most people know.
Yeah, that's a game that feels only for 3DO. You know,
Mm,
like I mean, it could have been on the Sega CD, but I don't think it would have worked on Sega CD.
probably not. It's got 3DO energy. It really does.
Yeah. Like it's like if it was on the Saturn, it just would have not fit. You know, like Saturn or PlayStation 1, it's like, no, this wouldn't have worked.
And then he gave us a follow-up question. We sort of
course.
answered this with a Snickerman's question, but we can elaborate it again here. His follow-up question is, what happens when we run out of 3DO games?
We blow the thing up.
Yeah.
We
Burn it to the ground.
Yes. It's like Call of Duty. We chuck a grenade at it, it blows up, and it's dead. I don't know. Yeah, we'll probably just do more 3D-owns, and then who knows? We might just do another niche console.
Yeah, I was thinking
one that
that
maybe doesn't take too long. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll probably So like Frax said, we'll do 3D-owns, and if like a new homebrew or like port comes out for 3DO, we'll probably cover those.
Yeah, we'll think of something to do. But again, it'll probably be at least another year or two before we have to seriously consider that. So
yeah. Thanks, Will.
Thank you, Willie.
Next question we have is from Jeff.
Oh boy.
So he said, don't know if this was asked or answered, but his question is, what do you think 3DO could have done to become better competition for the big three, Nintendo, Sony, Sega? I mean, simply enough, not be as fucking expensive.
Yeah, like lower the. I feel like if they just kind of rethought their business strategy a little bit, like weirdly enough, I think 3DO would have been better off if they were just kind of standard, more like everybody else, where it was just like say it was just like Panasonic making the consoles, but like 3DO would. I think if 3DO company gave them like some of the share of the consoles that were sold, you know, that would have helped and kept the price down, because really back then, to be competitive, you had to have like an attractive price, and a 3DO being the meme $700, it just wasn't going to work.
Yeah, it was really the biggest flaw with 3DO's entire structure was the fact that the manufacturers got nothing for the games.
Yeah.
It was more of a 3DO themselves would make the money off the games, and then the companies were kind of left with console sales. That's why that's why you saw a lot of games published by Panasonic and a few Gold Star games here and there, because that was the only way they were going to make money.
It feels like they're trying to do more of like the PC thing, you know, where it's like, oh, the like Intel and HP and all these companies make the hardware, but then like, you know, the software is, say, you know, Windows or whatever kind of a thing. And I felt like 3DO was trying to kind of do that in the console space, but it was really in a time where that just wasn't going to work. You know, it just the infrastructure wasn't there for that. And it was a bold, interesting idea, but I think they just didn't really look at it the right way. You know?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing too was they were really trying to copy like VHS at the time as like a format more than an actual brand.
Yeah, I mean, and that's a great idea, but like nobody made money on VHS, like nobody owned VHS. It was just kind of like a public domain type of thing. Same with DVD. You know, nobody really owned DVDs, but like now, like Sony owns Blu-ray. So, you know, they kind of own the format now, and that's, you know, changed how that works. So I don't know. Either they were just too ahead of their time or they were completely delusional. Maybe both.
I would say delusional. I just think it was misguided. Like it was an interesting idea that just wasn't going to work.
Yeah. Like I don't even think Nintendo could get away with that.
No, it also doesn't help too that the 3DO kind of came out at a weird time too, where it was like it was initially ahead of the consoles it was competing with. Like it was definitely a step above like Super Nintendo Genesis TurboGrafx.
It was right. It was like right at the end of the 16-bit era, going into the 32-bit era. It's in that little like no man's land.
It's kind of like
93 to like 95.
Yeah,
You know,
it's kind of like how the Dreamcast was kind of like, even though it's a 6th gen console, it kind of straddled the 2 generations a bit.
same with like the Wii U
Yeah,
as well,
just
like
didn't.
coming out like near the end of the 360 PS3 generation. It's like, yeah, it's about on par with those, but like PS4 and Xbox One are right around the corner. And so that's why then a lot of third party stuff didn't come. It was a little too late.
Yeah, like a famous story is like when Insomniac was making their first game, Disruptor. It originally started on 3DO, but then they saw the specs of the PlayStation. They dumped the 3DO immediately because the PlayStation was just that much more advanced.
Yeah.
So it's kind of stuff like
Yeah, it
that.
was more advanced. It was at a better price point. It was backed by Sony, who I think were taking it much more seriously than 3DO was. Like, I think 3DO was trying to take the game thing seriously. I just don't think they had really the know-how to make it work. Whereas like Sony, they didn't have the video game experience then because they were just a consumer electronics company, but they saw the potential and I think learned from companies like 3DO and Philips who completely botched it and were like, oh, that's what they did wrong. We're going to not do that and do this right. And I think that's why the PlayStation was such a big success. Because I think at the time, people thought the PlayStation was just going to be another one of those gimmicky systems like this, where it's like, oh, like some electronics company thinks video games are the new thing and they're just going to throw their hat in the ring and think it'll work. But it was like, oh no, they're actually like doing everything right. Like they learned from their time with Nintendo, I think mainly. And then kind of use that model to put them where they are now, to where
Yeah,
video games is like, it's like video games and their film studio is what they're kind of known for now. Like, I wonder how many people think of Sony as a consumer electronics company. I think they still make those, but it's not nearly as much of their business as it used to be.
I think people remember the Walkman, but like they probably
Yeah.
don't really think of anything else Sony makes.
Yeah, like we used to have a Sony TV, and I think most people would balk at the idea of a Sony TV now.
Yeah, I mean, I have a Sony Blu-ray player. That's really about it.
Yeah, I think a lot of other companies make Blu-ray players now. And you just buy one for like $20.
Yeah, Sony has like those nice ones that you can get for like $50 on eBay that are like pretty decent, but
Or you just buy a PS3.
you could.
Blu-ray, it's a really good Blu-ray player, and you have all the PS3 games on it. So there you go.
Yeah.
So like my Series X has a Blu-ray player on it, but the app isn't installed on there. You have to go grab it. But that's just how it goes these days.
I think the best way to describe how outclassed 3DO was compared to the rest was just watch the first E3. Because a lot of people forget 3DO was there.
Oh yes, we should episode idea. We should do a watch along of that.
Honestly, yeah, just because 3DO's press conference is the most. They had no fucking idea what a video game console was.
Yeah, and I think they were a little full of themselves because I think Trip Hawkins was with how successful EA was doing, and he was like, "Oh, I can continue this kind of a thing." Like he was a very ambitious guy, but I think he was just kind of a little full of himself, because it's like, yeah, Madden was a success, but like it took a while to get off the ground to where it is now. Like it wasn't an overnight success. Like the first game was considered a failure, There's that whole Madden documentary, which y'all could watch on Amazon. I have mixed feelings on it, but some things they get right and other things they get wrong, which kind of make me mad. Justice for NFL
2K. Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff. If you want to come on the show, shoot me a DM. Let me know.
Actually, is a really good question too, because it's different.
Yeah.
Next question is from Lucy.
Oh fuck. I don't even know if Lucy listens to this show. Probably not.
I have no idea, but her question is funny.
If she does, she'll let me know.
She said, "Hello, yes, I have a really important question. When you order at a restaurant and they go, 'Sorry, we ran out of that,' do you take the time to look at other options or panic and fall back on something? And if the fallback, that is your..." Oh, wait, sorry. I read this weird. Do you take the time to look at other options or panic and fall back on something? If the fallback, what is your fallback meal?
I imagine this happened to Lucy recently because she's a little ball of anxiety, like everything freaks her out. It's very rare I've been at a restaurant where I asked for something and they didn't have it. You know?
So hilariously enough, for my birthday this year, Alex took me out to a local place, and literally the thing I ordered they didn't have. And then my backup plan they also didn't have. And I'm
So
just
what
like,
did you get?
I ended up getting a salad.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Is that your fallback if they don't have anything?
it's either that or a burger, but I wasn't feeling a burger at the
That's
time.
fair.
It's usually depending on the situation. If it's like if I didn't think ahead and it's kind of like one of those things, I'll just like I usually default to salads because those are usually good no matter what.
If you like salad.
Yeah, I mean I do.
Salad's okay. I never understood the whole like drowning them in dressing. I'm like, I feel like that takes away the point of eating a salad, but
That's why I
I
just
don't
use
know.
the portion that they give, and then that's usually fine enough.
Sometimes if I have a salad, I'll put a little bit of Italian in there. Just a little bit, like a light drizzle, and then that kind of gives it a little flavor.
Yeah, usually if it does end up being like a situation where they ran out of something, I'm usually fine with just re-looking through the menu because I'm usually I'm not super picky, so I can usually just find something pretty quick.
Usually on the rare instance where they don't have the thing, sometimes you get lucky and like you're looking at the menu and there are two things and you're like, oh, those both look good. And then you're like kind of debating between them. And then it's like, oh, I'll pick this one. And they're like, oh, we're out of it. I'll be like, oh, well, I'll do this one. Right. The easiest fallback is everyone's favorite meal, chicken tendies and fries. Every fucking place has them because that's just how they are. So if at the end of the day, if like, say I have 2 or 3 things that I'm interested in, they don't have them, I'll just say, just give me the tendies and fries. I'll be fine.
Yeah,
Easy peasy.
that works.
Let me know your fallback meal, Lucy. It has to be something gluten free, though.
I love the fact too I love the fact that Dave Bakul and Aaron also answered this question.
They did.
Yeah, I'm not going to read their.
I'll have to read that later.
Yeah, I'm not going to read their responses, but they did also respond, which I find really funny.
Yeah, I think that's the cue that Lucy doesn't listen to the show at all because it's a completely random question.
I mean, it's a thought-provoking question.
Give me the thought-provoking questions. I'll take it.
It's different than a lot of questions we've gotten in the past, so I do enjoy that. Thank you, Lucy.
Yeah.
Matt asked, if you could commission a game for the 3DO, what kind of game would it be and why?
That's a good question. Trying to think. Probably a really good JRPG. Because there's only one. I'm like, it needs a second one.
Yeah, because there's like a couple RPG like games on 3DO, but there's only one true RPG, which is Lucian's Quest.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Like, would it be a brand new one or could we like port an old one? Because I don't know, like Final Fantasy V has 3DO energy to me.
So he
can you imagine like just randomly like, oh, Final Fantasy V got a 3DO port for some reason, and then like all those videos that are comparing all the 15 million versions of it, they just have to throw the 3D one in the 3DO one in the middle of it, and everyone goes, what?
So he doesn't specify like whether that or not, but he just says commission, so I guess they could be whatever we want. I'd say
Dragon Quest 12.
On 3DO. Yeah. What a throwback.
It would blow the fucking thing up.
I mean, look, I would play to like a Dragon Quest 4 port on 3DO. Like
I'd be down for that. Or take the 2D version of 11. It could probably fit on there.
The only other genre I'd say I'd love to see on 3DO is like more platformers. Like give us like a really good.
Yeah, we need some more platformers for sure.
Maybe try a 3D platformer. See how that goes.
It could pull it off. I just hate the idea of controlling one with a D-pad.
Yeah. I mean, if they did it like Crash where it worked, maybe.
Yeah, because Crash kind of accommodates for the D-pad. Yeah, I could do something like that.
But yeah, either a platformer or like an RPG. That would be my two choices.
A platforming RPG.
Basically, the two genres that are kind of lacking on 3DO, I'd say.
Yeah, two genres we both really like, and there's not a lot of them on here.
Which is funny because this system's loaded with FPSs and like fighting games and racers, which is very interesting to me.
Hell yeah, I like those too. Give me more of that.
Thanks, Matt.
Thank you, Matt.
So here's Tommy's question.
Oh God.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Oh boy. If the 3DO were a child, your child, what would it be like? Would they play sports? What's their favorite color? Favorite TV show? What do they want to be when they grow up? Are you proud of them?
I love it to specify your child.
Yeah.
Well, I'm the one with the child here, unlike you. I mean, he could, honestly, my son being a 3DO would make like throwing my son's interests onto like a 3DO child makes a lot of sense. Like, well, his favorite color is yellow most of the time. His favorite show, if I had to guess, it's probably SpongeBob. He's been watching a lot of SpongeBob recently. What were the other fucking questions?
Would they play sports?
No.
Fair. Which is funny considering the 3DO has a healthy amount of sports games.
Yeah, well, I feel like my son would probably do well in track because he likes to run fucking everywhere. I feel like he'd probably do good at that, but who knows? What does he want to be when he grows up? My son is adamant about being a mechanic. I don't know why, but he is. I mean, I mean, he's only 8, so I doubt it'll stay that way, and that's fine. Yeah, what else was there? I don't know.
Are you proud of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why I thought about it for a second. I was like, yeah, of course. Yeah.
I just want to know what was going through Tommy's head when he wrote this.
It's because he has a kid. That's why.
True.
I can't fucking tee it. That's why. Is that he's probably overthinking the whole thing with a kid. And it's like the best advice I could give is just kind of let them figure some shit out on their own. You know, like there is in the era of helicopter parenting that we live in, like to a degree, you just kind of have to let them just be on their own. Just like give them that space and just kind of let them figure it out and be okay with it. So like if my son one day comes up to me and says something very weird and wacky about like who he is or what he wants to be or whatever, I'll just go, all right, cool. You know, maybe we'll talk about it a bit, but you know, unless he wants to murder people, I'm not going to convince him out of it. Just don't do that, please. Please don't.
So what's hilarious is I usually wouldn't read the responses, but Will did chime in with something that I found pretty funny.
He has the floor.
He said, I would neglect it so that CPS has to be called to get the 3DO and so it can be adopted by a family of PlayStations. And then he said CPS being console protective services.
I mean,
thank you, Will.
I feel like those PlayStations would neglect it probably even worse.
Yeah, no.
You know, like, I don't know.
What's funny is Tommy responded with a laugh, and then Will responded, "No son of mine will cost $7.99." Which actually I need to
$6.99.
I need to respond with a asterisk.
It's $6.99.
$6.99.
Yeah, he might have been drinking too much at his bachelor party when he typed that in. So
I'll just comment that. And then Tommy responded, I mean, if my son had cost $7.99, I would have been ecstatic. But alas, the American health. God damn it, Tommy.
Yeah,
he's right.
Like, let's be real. Kids cost. If a child only costs $700, you'd be fine. That'd be awesome. So you know, they cost a fortune. You worry yourself sick about them, and they grow up like their mothers. Awful, man. I'm kidding.
My mom listens to this, so I'm not going to comment on that.
And just say Smack said that. Leave it alone.
Smack. Yeah. And then that was it for the Discord questions. We got one final question from my lovely sister Alex.
I'll say before we get to that, I got a question anonymously. I can't say who they are. They wouldn't let me. But they asked, "Are we single?"
Yes.
Well, as far as podcast relationship, I mean, Bill's in a fucking polycule as far as podcast relationships go. So I'm one of his many wheels, but yes, I am. It's been quite a few years since I've had a date, and you know what? I'm fine with that. You know, I don't
just
really have I don't really have the time for that. You know, I mean, if some person wanted to jump in, I'd be like, sure, you're gonna learn a lot about the 3DO, but
yeah. My life's been a roller coaster since my last relationship, considering I've worked night shift for 5 years, finally got to day shift, the world ended, had to move from another state after that. The world came back. And yeah, it's been a roller coaster. Haven't had time.
yeah, exactly. It's a matter of time. So,
but
thank you, Anon.
Yes, thank you. As for Alex's question, her response was, in honor of your rebrand from 3DO to BeanDO, please rate the following beans from best bean to worst bean.
She either thought about that in 2 seconds or like 2 hours.
Knowing Alex,
no middle ground.
She's been sitting on this for months. And her options
she doesn't use it in the whatever.
Well, we're past the bean arc of GNC, so now she's trying to push it onto here.
Oh, beans.
Her options were pinto beans, black beans, chickpeas, kidney beans, lima beans, cannellini beans.
Are chickpeas a bean?
I guess. Soybeans, edamame, mung beans, green beans, and Bush's baked beans.
That's way too many beans. That's way too many. I like green beans. That's my favorite. My mom likes to grow fresh green beans, so sometimes we'll have those for dinner. But also I'm the weirdo. I like the ones that you get in the can. You open them, just dump them in a pot with a little bit of butter, you know. I like pinto beans. Like whenever you go to like Chipotle or a burrito shop and they're like, "Do you want any beans?" I'm like, throw some pinto beans in there. I don't really like black beans. Never really liked baked beans. Mung beans aren't really my thing. They smell like death. I don't even know if a chickpea's a bean, man. Kidney beans, I like them in chili. Yeah, so I guess if I had to pick 3 beans I like, it is green beans, kidney beans, pinto beans.
I enjoy lima beans. Like I like sometimes when I'm like drunk.
I don't think I've ever had a lima bean. I don't think I've ever had one.
For some reason, that's like my favorite drunk thing is just like lima beans. I don't ask.
Sure, why not?
Couldn't tell you. Edamame, that's pretty good. Yeah, black beans are only really good in like tacos.
Yeah, they're just kind of like strong, you know, like they're there.
When it comes to baked beans, I guess Bush's in this situation depends on the kind.
I've never liked baked beans. They don't do it for me at all.
Some days, like they're good with like certain meals. Like I do like the vegetarian ones every now and then.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just there's like goopy and weird. I don't know.
Not a soy. Not a
it
must
be like the autistic picky eater in me that I've grown out of considerably. But certain things, I'm like, I just don't know. Some bad just doesn't look right. I've never had a soybean either. I mean, I've had soy. I think we all have. We're all soy boys here, but
yeah,
I don't think I've ever properly eaten a soybean.
Kidney beans are fine. Pinto beans are fine. Honestly, they're all fairly okay.
A bean's a bean, man.
Yeah. I responded to this with a bitmoji of me just lying on the ground contemplating life. And she responded, "You asked, this is what you get."
That's every week with your sister, man. You just can't handle her.
Yeah, I know. When I asked her for a question for this episode, I should have expected this, honestly.
That's all we got? I thought it would have been crazy more than that.
No, she was on this bean kick, so this is what we got. Thank you, Alex. We'll have you on the show again at some point.
I'm just glad she didn't say lean DO, so we didn't talk about drug use.
Yes.
No ideas, Alex. I'm not going to answer about my drug use over the years.
And also, Alex, I'm not wearing the box. Let it go.
Oh, come on. Wear the fucking thing.
No.
Come on.
Too many people.
Nobody's going to fucking remember you.
It's not the people seeing me. It's just it's claustrophobic. That's honestly my main thing.
Just cut a hole out of it.
Yeah.
Just cut a hole. Just cut a little face hole. You know, and you can just say, "Hey, do you like the 3DO?"
I'll cosplay as Gex.
There you go. Yeah, put on a lizard costume. There you go.
Yep, make out of date fucking
I'm from the
pop
deep
culture
state.
references.
I'm from the deep state, brother.
I'm here for the real world. Here for the real world.
That would actually be kind of sick. Actually,
I'd have to look up all the quotes, and I'd have to weed out some of them because some of them are ooh. But
no, you have to do those. You do.
Some of them are a little bad, but some of them are it's obviously sarcastic.
Yeah. He doesn't drop any. Does he ever drop like a slur? I can't remember.
No. The word. This one's not even bad. He makes the joke like "I'm flaming" in the manly way. That's like
that's not really that bad.
That's a little edgy, but it's not bad.
I don't really think that's that bad. No.
I'll have to relook. Some of them are a little like. But,
well, report back and let us know.
Yeah, I'll have to relook because I don't think he drops any slurs, but I also don't know if words have changed since the game came out.
I remember when I played it, nothing really stuck out that way. Some of the voices were sussy, but I don't remember none of the.
Oh yeah, the Chinese level. Oh my god!
Don't do that.
No,
I think it's fine if you don't do that.
Yeah. There's a reason why when on GNC, when we covered ghost stories, we didn't recite every quote. Because, my God.
Yeah, those are bad. Those are kind of bad.
Yeah. But that ends the question portion. Thanks, everyone who had submitted a question and a gift for the show. That we very much appreciate them.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
But now for the second half of the show, we are going to continue with the tier list from the previous ranking episode. So let's take a look.
This clusterfuck of a list. Look at this thing.
I know. So just to recap, everybody, for our previous tier list, we have S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, and shit tier. In S tier, we have Need for Speed, The Incredible Machine, Super Street Fighter 2, Road Rash, Madden, and Icebreaker. In A tier, we have Gex, Return Fire, BioFury, Plumbers Don't Wear Ties. Yes, we're serious. And Wing Commander 3.
Yep.
In B tier, we have EA PGA Tour, Twisted.
PGA Tour 96.
Yes. Slam and Jam, FIFA, Theme Park, Soccer Kid, Flashback, The Horde. Shockwave, and Tripped.
Yeah.
C tier, we have Triple Threat Shanghai.
Okay, I didn't remember that cover. I'm like, what the fuck game is that?
Yeah. Crash and Burn, Jurassic Park Interactive, Alone in the Dark, Family Feud, World Class Golf, I think that one was.
I think so. I don't know.
The US Gold one.
Yeah, US Gold, yeah.
Starblade. And then
is that Walele?
That's Walele, and then Pebble Beach Golf Links.
Yeah, they're about the same.
Balls, and then Psychic Detective in C tier. And then shit tier, we had Zadnos.
Psychic Detective, that was a disappointing one. Because I thought that would have been a banger, and it just was whatever.
Interesting idea, but it just wasn't well executed.
The execution, yeah. Just play Ripper.
Yeah, I think the interesting aspect to it is why it's in C and not shit tier.
Yeah, for sure.
And then under shit tier, we have Zadnost, Station Invasion, Wicked 18. I find it interesting we put Wicked 18 in shit tier, and then the other two are up there. I guess it's because the outlandishness.
The courses were, it was outlandish, but like the courses were terrible. Yeah, I couldn't get par to save my life on any of those.
Yes. Then PO'd, D, Way of the Warrior, and Doom. Doom's just there eternally. There's no saving that game.
What's funny is our most controversial pick is D in shit tier, because we've had
Yeah.
a number of people say that they really liked D, and I'm like, you liked it at the time,
Yeah.
which fair, but by today's standards, I'm not sure. Like that's the one we get the most controversy of as far as like in the rankings go.
Yes. Also, the funniest part is when I remember when we did this list initially, when we got to Doom, I think I just put it there and we moved on immediately and didn't even acknowledge it.
It's just that port is just not good, man.
Yeah. And we can't even like the soundtrack anymore because the creator's a shithead.
Yeah. Yeah, no one's giving a shit for that Doom port, so.
But yeah, so that's where we left off. Now we can move on to the new
Ranking
editions.
all of these, yeah.
So I did order these by when we played them. So
That was a shit burp.
to start things off, I do actually want to bring up our must play OK Stay Aways as well, so we can kind of have a bit of a
Go, oh yeah, that's what I gave that game.
yeah, just a bit of a reference because
Yeah.
some of these I forgot what we actually gave them initially.
It's been a while, yeah, and some of them they just kind of bled into the background.
Yes. So Captain Quasar.
Captain Quasar, I just mentioned it.
Yes, we gave this game a double stay away.
Oh, we were that harsh on it?
Yes, we were. I think it was the disappointment of it.
Yeah.
Because that was our first game after the last ranking. And I think we were just kind of like, damn, off to a great start.
Yeah, because I think I couldn't get out of the first level.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
wouldn't, yeah, because like it has the making, because it's like an isometric, like third person shooter type of a deal. Like it's an interesting thing, and it tries to be kind of like cheesy and silly, but it just, yeah, it was like you had this giant map that was like not easy to kind of get around in, and you had to like pick up all of these random objects. Like there wasn't really a solid checkpoint system, if I remember correctly. Like it was just the execution was just not great. Like it was conceptually good, but it just wasn't executed very well.
Yeah. I don't think it's shit tier, but it's definitely no higher than C.
Yeah, C tier is right. C for Captain Quasar.
Now the question is,
I would put it below Family Feud.
Okay.
That feels right to me.
All right. So we got that smug face right in the middle.
Where it belongs.
Next we had
the pinball game.
Real Pinball.
Yeah. I think that belongs in shit tier.
Yeah. It was it's just pinball.
It's pinball, but it's not like interesting pinball at all.
Now would you play it over Zednust?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll put it at the top of shit.
I was like, I could play this, but if you want to play video game pinball, you have so many better options. Even on I think it was like TurboGrafx 16 and Genesis had some really cool pinball games on them. So
yes.
They just didn't do anything with it.
Speaking of pinball, we also have Petanque.
Oh, Petanque. I'll give Petanque credit over Real Pinball because again, it's interesting,
but it's still shit.
Okay, fair.
I mean, would you say like bottom of C or would you say shit? Because I'll give it bottom of C for entertainment value, but
put it in shit tier. Put it in shit tier.
Okay, put it at the top of shit tier.
Yeah. I think it's just because I believe in the idea. Because I've said before, they should some indie studio should do a modern take on a pinball game you play as the ball. Because I think you could do something really interesting with that from a modern perspective.
Yes.
No, I think it's just I believe in this idea. God damn it. Maybe I have to find an indie dev to be like, hey, would you do this? Bankroll somebody and make a game for me.
In terms of memorability, it is one of the most memorable 3DO games, for better or for worse.
Sure, yeah.
Next we have, this is a good one. Escape from Monster Manor. This one is firmly, so it's...
I think it needs to be an S tier for how much we glaze it.
Yes.
I was going to say this game pretty hard.
I was going to say the lowest we could put it is here because it's definitely better than BioFury.
Yes.
But I'd play it over Gex. So.
I'd play it over Gex. I can't see myself playing it over Icebreaker though.
Okay.
It's a tie. It's a tie. They're very close.
we'll put it here for now. We might move it later.
But that is a super cool game.
It is. It is easily the most unique first-person shooter on the system that we've
Yeah.
played so far.
Yeah,
Still,
it's definitely like if somebody would ask me to just recommend a random 3DO game, it's one of like the first 3 I would recommend.
yes. So next we have
Demolition Man.
So we gave
Hmm.
this a must play on both sides.
I do like this game. I do. It's very unique, especially if you compare it to like the SNES and Genesis version of Demolition Man, which is more kind of like your standard 16-bit action game affair.
Yes.
Which is, and I think it's fine for what it is, but this just like stands out more because it has like really solid production value, and they clearly put a lot of effort in for this to be like a showcase for the 3DO. It's not an amazing game, but I do have a soft spot for it. I want to put it in A tier. I think A tier feels right for it. Yeah, I would put it above Plumbers.
Okay.
I would play BioFury over it.
I'm also realizing we put Plumbers over Wing Commander. I'm trying to remember. I gotta rewatch them, so because I got to remember what our logic.
Wing Commander, I did get stuck at a certain point in Wing Commander.
Fair.
Yeah, I feel like that game. It's like it has the cinematography and the production value is really good, but then you do the game part, and it's like this wasn't made for 3DO. This was made for PC.
Yeah,
I think that was its problem.
Demolition Man was an interesting game. It's a little cheesy nowadays, but it was more fun than I expected. I think that's the best way to put it.
I still really enjoy it. I beat it.
So next we have Blade Force.
Blade Force.
This game is a technical marvel.
I gotta dig through my brain. Is this the helicopter one?
This is the helicopter one in that really impressive 3D engine.
Yeah, like it was very impressive, but I didn't have a great time playing it.
Yeah, I'd say.
Did we stay away this one, or did we okay it?
I think it was a double okay. Yes.
Okay, yeah, I think okay is fair for that.
I don't think it's C. I think it's like maybe low B.
Maybe the lowest B. Like, would you play it over Tripped?
Probably not. Tripped is a much more fun game.
Yeah. Okay. I was thinking C tier, but I'll concede.
We can move it potentially.
Potentially. I mean, it yeah. We'll see.
It's technically very impressive. That's kind of the reason.
Yeah.
Why
it was fun to, and I think it controlled decently well. It was one of those where the fuck do I go kind of games.
Yeah,
I think that was my problem, that I just kind of flew around aimlessly and didn't really know what my objective was, and so like it kind of like whatever charm it had wore off kind of quick.
Yes. Next we have Off-World Interceptor.
Oh, that's the that's like, is that like the monster truck one where it's
like a racing
combat
game?
Yeah, in the era of racing combat games were all the rage.
So for context, we gave this one, I said sure, why not, and you said very hard okay.
It was a very hard okay.
Yeah.
Like it played just fine. I didn't really have any issue with it, but it was definitely a game that when I was done with it, I just never thought about it again. It's one of those kind of games where you're like, in the moment, it's fine. But
would you say B tier or C tier? I'm thinking it's around this area.
I think C is probably appropriate for it. Where did I put it?
I don't know if I'd play this over Shanghai.
I feel like I'd play Shanghai over it.
Yeah.
Anything for the music.
It's better than Crash and Burn.
It's better than Crash and Burn. Yeah, Crash and Burn kind of fresh. That one kind of pissed me off.
Yeah,
if I remember correctly.
I would like to revisit Crash and Burn at some point, just because that was the first game we played. But
yeah,
that's for way later down the line.
Yeah, I'm not sure if my mind would change much on it, but who knows?
Okay. So next we have Samurai Showdown. This is easily
yes.
at least A.
That was really good. I'm not a big Samurai Showdown guy. I mean, I'm not the biggest fighting game guy in the world, but I can recognize it for being a really, really solid port of a beloved fighting game. Like, it does everything it needs to do right. It's just not my kind of game.
Yeah, like I would definitely play Street Fighter 2 over it.
Yes. Street Fighter's what I'm more familiar with, but I don't want to like poo-poo on Samurai Showdown. It's a very good game.
I'm thinking A tier for it.
A tier for sure. I mean, I would play Gex over it personally. I'd probably play Return Fire over it.
That's fair.
I
BioFury is the question because I probably would play Samurai Showdown over BioFury.
It's kind of a toss-up, but if you want to put Samurai Showdown there, go for it.
Okay.
I'm not mad.
Also, for context, we gave that must plays. We also had Aaron on for that one. He also gave it a must play.
Yeah, an absolute must play for sure.
Next, we have Sherlock Holmes. This is
man.
Nothing against this game, but this game is
it's more meant for PC kind of a game.
Yeah.
You know, it just doesn't work super well on 3DO.
I'd probably put it C, honestly.
I think C. There's nothing necessarily wrong with the game. It just like for a point and click, I've played so much better than this. You know?
Yeah. I mean, it's better than Psychic Detective, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's more well made than Psychic Detective. I would play it over balls. I'd play the golf games over it for sure.
Okay. I'll throw it here.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
It's very much a game.
Yeah, a game.
So next we have Casper, which we did with Snickerman.
Yeah, I have like fond memories of this one. I didn't think it was all that bad. I think we gave it okays, didn't we?
We gave it okays. Snickerman gave it stay away.
I didn't think it was that bad. It has its problems, but I liked it for what it was. It recognized what it was trying to do and trying to be. Again, it was another kind of confusing game, but it felt intentionally confusing. And eventually, I think I had to pull up a walkthrough and figured it out. And it feels like a B tier to me, but like a low B.
I'd probably play Tripped over it. Maybe above Blade Force.
Above Blade Force is fine. Would I play Tripped over Casper? I probably would. Thinking about it, yeah.
I'm honestly wondering if Tripped is too low in this category, to be honest.
Let's move Tripped up a little bit.
Because I'd play Tripped over Shockwave.
I played over Shockwave. I'd played over the Horde. Would I played over Flashback? Leave it there between Flashback and the Horde. Yeah, that feels a little better. Yeah. Because then by that logic, I'd play Casper over Shockwave.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'd play the Horde over Casper for sure.
Okay. Honestly, it's just me, but I'd play Blade Force over Shockwave, to be perfectly honest.
I'm fine. Flip them. Shockwave was very much a nothing game.
Shockwave is perfectly functional, but it is completely forgettable.
Yeah, there's nothing about it. Whereas Blade Force at least has something going for it. Yeah.
Okay. This list makes more sense now. Because I was like, why is Script so low?
I think it's because we were just kind of weirded out by it.
Yeah, it is a strange game. It's very Kenji Ino.
Yeah. But I feel like that should do it in its favor, not against it.
Yeah. So next we have our first non-3DO console game. We have Battle Tanks.
Battle Tanks. Fuck yeah, Battle Tanks. So fucking cool. I really like the Game Boy Color version of this. Like, that's a really fun game converted to Game Boy Color. The N64 version is also like that's such a really cool game. It has one of the most fucking wacky stories of like any game I've ever seen.
That was honestly when I think Dave and Jiggy played it recently over on Remember 64, and I was laughing at their talking about the story. I'm like, yeah, this brings me back.
I need to go listen to that. Like Quest telling us the story was super fun. And then playing the game is like, yeah, this game is like really fun. Like if I had back when I had an N64 was collecting games for it, I remember seeing Battle Tanks, but I never grabbed it. If I had bought it, I would have loved it
Hmm.
for sure. It's an A tier, like at the very least an A tier. Would you S tier this one?
Probably not. I want to play the sequel first.
Yeah, like I would play Gex over this.
It's honestly a kind of on par with Return Fire, but I'm not sure if I
Yeah,
like it more or not.
I like both of them. I like Return Fire doesn't have a story at all, but it has really solid gameplay for being like really unique.
Hmm.
I'm gonna give Return Fire the edge only because it's a 3DO game.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's gonna get a slight edge.
Because I'd probably play Battle Tanks over Samurai Showdown.
Oh yeah. I won't be surprised if we relook at this and then we flip Return Fire and Battle Tanks.
Yeah. Well,
Mark my
Return
words.
Fire is gonna get interesting shortly, but I'll save it for when we get to it.
Yeah.
Next we have the Mad Dog trilogy.
I mean, they're all S tier. Who are we fucking kidding here?
Yeah. Do we want to put them at the end of S or
Put all three of them at the end of S. Oh,
Okay.
sorry. Put all three at the end of S, yeah.
I'm gonna do that, but I am going to specifically put Last Bounty Hunter first because that is my favorite of the
Yes.
three.
That is the way to go. Last Bounty Hunter, Mad Dog 1, Mad Dog 2. Yeah. Like, I would play Escape from Monster Manor over all of them,
Yes.
like, legitimately, but I think at the end of S is appropriate.
Out of those three, though, I'd definitely play Bounty Hunter first.
Yes.
Just for the quotes. Like,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
so I mentioned Return Fire, and we also played the
Mazes of Death.
DLC.
Yeah.
It's literally the
DLC expansion.
same game, so they kind of
is.
go together.
Yeah, but it doesn't hit as well as
Maybe
Return
behind
Fire
Battle
1.
Tanks.
Yeah. Let's do that. Let's put it right. I
Okay.
would play Battle Tanks over Mazes of Death, but like the main game of Return Fire. Because Mazes of Death, it's just more Return Fire. Like,
Yeah.
they don't do anything different. They don't add anything new. Like, the levels really aren't that different. Like, nothing about it is really that unique, which is kind of a shame because I think if they wanted to, because I think they were planning to did they ever do a proper sequel to this? I think they did.
They did, but it was PC only.
Okay. We may have to cover that someday.
Hmm.
Because I would be curious to do a proper sequel to Return Fire.
Okay. Sesame Street.
Oh, throw that in the shit tier.
So,
that game made me mad because Elmo wouldn't shut the fuck up.
okay. When it comes to educational, I'd play Station Invasion before it.
Station Invasion was much better than that.
Honestly, I think Station Invasion should be ahead of Zadnost.
Oh yeah, please.
Let's move that.
A part of me feels like Station Invasion should be at the top of the shit pile.
Yeah, honestly, it's better than
Yeah.
both of those.
I'd put Sesame Street above Zadnost and leave it there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we had just played Zadnost when we made this list, so we were kind of like, we were trying to be nicer to it. I think because we were kind of butthurt. It kind of sucked.
Yeah. Like I'm wanting to say stuff about PO'd, but I'm like, oh, that's a definitive edition, so I'll save that.
Yes. BC Racer.
Oh, that's a shit tier. That's an absolute. That game sucks.
Yeah,
That's a bad game.
I'd honestly play most of these before it.
I put D above it, to be honest.
Okay.
That yes, right
I mean,
there, right smack dab there. That game is.
I'd play Way of the
trash.
Warrior, but I know you don't like that game, so I'll give it that.
Oh, you know what? Hold on a second. I'm gonna flip a coin.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have you call it in the air, and if you and we'll see. Call it in the air.
All right. Tails.
It is Tails.
Okay.
You can put it below Way of the Warrior.
I like Rob Zombie or White Zombie.
I don't know why I have a 50-cent piece just ready to go.
I mean, I've got a toonie, so I mean,
but yeah, I'm fine with that.
okay. Okay. How do we rank the porn games?
I mean, they're all kind of shit tier, aren't they?
Mine teaser, I'll put in C because it's a game.
A part of me wants to put Mind Teaser above Psychic Detective.
I'm fine with that. Where do we put the
actually
rest?
like I recently replayed Mind Teaser because I found I had retro achievements. And I was like, oh, well, let me grab this whole set. And I did. It took me like 2 hours. And I mean, it's exactly what it advertised. So I'm willing to give it some leeway because it's like, it is what it is. There's a teeny bit of gameplay.
It is a game.
Yeah, sure. Fine. The rest of them, honestly, you can throw the rest of them in the bottom of shit tier, and I think that's fine.
Well, you know what? Just to insult Doom further, I'll put them above Doom.
I mean, you'll get more out of this than playing Doom. That's for sure. I'll say, do we want to rank these specifically? I mean, do you even remember these that much?
The only one I have any memory of is the Coven.
Coven was the one where it was like the girl who's just like, oh, I'm your new roommate now. And she's like, I haven't even put up I put that up like 10 minutes ago. And then she like joins this weird like sex cult or something.
Yeah.
Is that Coven?
I think.
And then maybe. I remember Blonde Justice was like I would do justice. And it's by like fucking dudes or something. I don't remember. You can put Coven at the top. That's fine. Yeah. Blonde Justice. The order of them looks right to me. So just keep it like that.
I mean, I'll move Endlessly down because that's another one that's just hot chicks, basically. Yeah. It goes with sex very well.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll move
in this day and age, if you want to see sexy ladies, there's so many better options.
So I'm gonna put these three at the bottom because these are just straight up just like
those were the ones that were just like, yeah, it was like 20-minute clips of just look at how hot these women are, and it's like, yeah. So what?
The rest tried to be something, so I'll put them above.
There's more ambition with some of those other ones, yeah. So there was no Dracula dick, but that was around when Nosferatu came out, so we did get to see some Dracula dick, but it was in that.
Yes.
So Dre got his wish, but it was through something completely different.
Honestly, my favorite part was I had to track down each one of these covers specifically to make this tier list.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to real games. We have Cannon Fodder.
Oh yeah, that was pretty good, wasn't it?
Definitely a B, anyways. Like B at the worst.
Absolutely a B tier. I had fun with it.
I mean, I'd play it over Theme Park, so I'd put it at least around here.
I played over FIFA. But I played over Slam and Jam.
Probably, honestly.
Yeah, I wouldn't play it over Twisted though.
Okay.
Yeah. Twisted's too good. It's what I mean?
Honestly, I'd probably play Twisted over PGA, to be perfectly honest.
I'd play PGA over Twisted.
Okay, I'll leave him.
I think I was the one who pushed for PGA at the top of the PGA.
Probably.
And I'm sticking with that. That's a fun golf game.
Okay, I'll leave him as is.
Yeah.
If anything, Cannon Fodder deserves to be this high for the war song alone. But,
what the fuck were they thinking with that thing?
I just love the random keyboards and then just bullets for no reason.
I love the music video that it feels very like they watched Magical Mystery Tour and we're like, we're gonna do that.
My favorite is there's a guy in a Mario mask at one point.
Yeah, I remember that. And it's like, man, if you did that nowadays, Nintendo would issue a cease and desist.
I guarantee Nintendo has no fucking idea, or they just don't care.
Oh, I feel like with all that crazy, I feel like Nintendo is just aware of all of that shit. Like whenever somebody does something weird Nintendo, they're just because they hyper focus on being in control of everything to such a neurotic degree that I feel like they know all of that stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if they've hired people specifically to just look for that shit, and be like, give it to us and we'll let you know if we give a shit or not. So they probably saw that and just went, who cares?
Yeah.
That's my conspiracy hat brain take.
So Out of This World.
Oh, that's an S tier. Absolute S tier.
Played over those. Monster Manor.
Oh no.
Okay.
No, I think Monster Manor is that's the elite, best of the best for 3DO, and I feel like Another World is just outside of it.
See, the thing about Another World is that's just a great game in general.
Yeah.
but it's not like a 3DO highlight.
Exactly. Whereas all of those games above it are all 3DO highlights.
Because there's another game coming up that is also an S tier, and I'm not sure if we're gonna break into the highlights or not with it as well. But we'll get to it when we get to it.
Yeah, I think I have an idea of which one.
But next is Syndicate. The
I feel like we didn't give this game its proper due because there's just a lot to it.
this
But as I said before, it's not really my kind of game.
We gave it a double okay. I think the problem is I think this game is just a little bit too big brain for the time frame we had to play it. In all honesty,
Yeah, it's another one of those it's better on PC kind of games.
yeah, like because I picked it up thinking it was going to be like theme park, like something interesting like that. I'm like, no, this is a little too complex for me right now.
It feels like they took like a cyberpunk tabletop role playing game and just directly converted it to a video game.
Yeah, it reminded me of Shadowrun.
Yeah, but I think Shadowrun did that a little bit better, or even like Wasteland.
Mm.
You know, but or even like the original Fallout. But I think those games kind of handle that better. You know, like that game is the equivalent of somebody making a movie version of a book page by page, and it's like there's a reason we don't do that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So not to like shit on the games. I know people like it. It just wasn't for me. I think C tier is fair. Okay. I would say it's a fair spot to put it. But like, I mean, I played over Psychic Detective. To be fair, I mean, I played over Mind Teaser. I don't think I'd played over Balls, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like Dr. Manhattan staring at me.
Yeah, just chilling there.
You see your blue dick.
Oh no, you know what's going on here? He's in shock because he looks to his one side, he sees balls. He looks to the other side, he sees tits. He doesn't know what to think.
Why am I trapped here? Who watches the balls?
He's got both options. We're an inclusive podcast.
Who teases the mind teaser?
Yes. Speaking of that,
Sarge's War.
It's not shit, but it's not B. It's definitely C.
I liked it a lot more than I thought I was going to. Yeah, it was fine. Eventually, we'll do a separate Army Men tier list because we have to.
Yeah, once I want to compare it to my ranking I did.
Yeah, we need. Well, I have one in my phone for as we play them. And actually, let me pop that up real quick. Where is Army Men sitting in this right now? Or Sarge's War. It is right in the middle.
Okay.
I forgot we've only done 3 of them, so it's right in the middle. Yeah, C tier is fair. I would put it. Where the fuck would I put it?
As sad as it is, objectively speaking, it is better than pretty much all the games in C tier.
If you want to put it at the top of C, I'm fine with that.
Like Shanghai is probably a better game, but there's more to say. Yeah, but that's kind of cheating. Like I'd put it at the top of C. In all honesty.
Yeah.
It's not good, but it's also really entertaining.
Yeah, like would I play that over Shockwave? I have no idea.
I don't know. I just don't feel like it's B tier.
It's not. That's fine for now. That's fine for now. I'm gonna bookmark that for later.
So next we have Myst. Myst is an S tier, but does it beat out? That's the thing.
Does it beat out Monster Man or no?
Because
I don't think it does.
Myst is a phenomenal game, but it's also on everything.
Is it better or worse than Another World? That's a really good question.
They're
both
like
games. They're kind of similar. They're both incredibly groundbreaking games. That they've aged, but I think it adds to the charm of them. You know what I mean? They're available everywhere. They're very important parts of gaming history.
I'd put Myst above Another World just because I feel like Myst is a bit more timeless.
Yeah. Like a part of me thinks Myst kind of accomplishes what it wants to do a little bit more than Another World. Because I think Flashback kind of fills in some of the cracks that Another World couldn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Myst is also a lot more fleshed out. Another World is phenomenal for what it is, but it's also very much of its time. Like, because like Heart of Darkness, like the spiritual successor, is a much better game in my opinion. But it's
Yeah,
also a game no one talks about.
we might just do a 3D on Heart of Darkness because
We honestly should.
that's a game I'd really like to play and talk about. Like, I feel like looking at this, I'm like, we were kind of harsh on Flashback, but I feel like I need to like sit down and play that again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think it could, a lot of it had to do with the 3DO version of Flashback isn't amazing.
No, no. Well, I played that version and then I played the Xbox like re-release of the original, and then I played the remake of it, so I kind of saw everything. But I feel like I should just re-download that port of the original on my Xbox and give it a try again.
Yeah. Because I am a little curious that we put it below Soccer Kid and Theme Park, in all honesty.
Yeah. So
Granted,
when we do 150, we might be revisiting Flashback.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Myst is definitely S. Our S tier is actually getting surprisingly big. Like it's kind of split here between like the true 3DO gems and then
just great games that happen to be on 3DO. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you could argue that with Street Fighter 2 Turbo, but like
this
that
is
version
such
specifically gets the praise.
Considering this was considered the best port of the game for years, I think it kind of gets a pass there.
Exactly.
I mean, because you could say the same for Need for Speed too, but this is the first.
Yeah.
I mean,
you could say the same with Road Rash, but like,
yeah,
people still to this day say like that's Road Rash.
Yep.
3DO Road Rash specifically.
I mean, this is literally the 3DO's legacy right here. In all honesty,
that EA has shelved.
Damn it.
To work on. I don't know if you saw that recently. Yeah, they told Criterion stop making Need for Speed because the sales are getting slower and slower. Help out on Battlefield, please. It's like, oh no.
They're turning into Activision.
They got another fucking Burnout. What are you doing?
Yep.
Maybe we can bully them into it one of these days.
Anyway, so
Mortal Kombat 2. What a great port. That's gotten updates recently.
It has.
So I haven't played any of the updates. I need to, because I remember when we played, I'm like, there definitely was room for improvement, but it was a really good start. And I imagine the updates have improved a lot of those.
It's apparently the complete official release now.
Nice. So. I need to play through that. Yeah, that's an S tier. Does it break through? I don't know. Because I mean, it's unofficial, but also it's Mortal Kombat 2, like one of the best fighting games ever made.
It's a weird thing because it's technically homebrew, but it's also really good homebrew.
Yeah, that's tough. I'd put it above Myst because I think I would rather play it than Myst.
Okay,
but it's like Monster Manor, man. That game is so fucking good.
That is a weirdly good FPS.
I think I'd say this: if that version of Mortal Kombat 2 was official, it would probably be right up there with Street Fighter 2.
Yeah, it's the whole homebrew aspect.
That it's a homebrew thing, so it's like, of course, it's really good because it's like hobbyists who take the time to really make it good. You know what I mean? I feel like that might be a bit unfair, but I think if you like compare these, it's just a timing kind of a thing, I guess.
No, 100%. Next we have Road Redemption.
That's an easy shit tier.
Yeah, I mean, I'd play it probably over all of that. Would I play it over Station Invasion though?
I'd rather play Station Invasion, to be honest.
Yeah, it's more charming. Road Redemption just kind of exists.
It's nothing. Like, it's so bland. Like, it has like what made Road Rash cool was not just the gameplay, but all the stuff around it. And Road Redemption doesn't have any of the interesting stuff around it. It just looks like a bad Mad Max schlock. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just doesn't work.
I love the fact that shit tier is the most full tier on this list.
I mean, it's a bit porn skewed.
Well, yeah, we did kind of just load that with porn.
I mean, it is what it is.
So next we have quite possibly the most. batshit insane game on this list.
Siberia. Yeah, where the fuck do we put that?
I don't want to say S tier, but I think maybe
No.
A.
I don't know if I'd put it in A tier, to be honest.
It's
Fuck. I could see it in B tier, but like kind of low. I'd play it above Shockwave. Absolutely.
I probably played above Blade Force as well, just because it's more compelling.
Yeah. I can't put it above Casper though, because I don't know. I can't do it in my brain.
Okay.
I can handle a B tier for that.
If we're going by stories, it'd be an easy S. But
Oh yeah, absolutely.
the game itself is kind of unremarkable.
Yeah, for sure.
So Wolfenstein 3D get rid of there. Wolfenstein 3D.
Now
It's-
this I think is an S tier that breaks in.
Okay.
I think so. I would play it above Escape from Monster Manor. I'd play it above Icebreaker. I'd play it above Madden. I'd probably play it above Road Rash and Street Fighter 2. But I think that's where it stops for me.
I'd argue Street Fighter is probably, in terms of ports, I think Street Fighter is a better port.
Yeah. Yeah. I just think I just prefer that kind of gameplay. But if you want to put it below Street Fighter, I think that's fine.
I'll split the difference because I'd probably play Road Rash over it, but I'll split it because it is a phenomenal port. It's arguably it's hilarious that it's here and then Doom is there.
I mean, that just goes to show the effort that was put in.
Well,
if Doom got the effort that Wolfenstein did, it would be right up here.
It's a shame too because the same person programmed them, but like she had
no time,
all the time in the world with this one, and she had no time at all with this.
If she had all the time in the world with Doom, I think Doom would probably be at the top of S, genuinely, because it's probably of all of these. Like, if we're just judging them as a game, the original Doom probably tops everything, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But that port is so bad, you can't do it, you know? So, but that's just how it goes.
Definitely. Okay, so next we have Foes of Ali.
Oh, Foes of Ali. It
was interesting, but
it's competent, but nothing to write home about for sure. I mean, it's an easy C tier. It's not a bad game by any means.
No. C tier is weird because like there's like a lot of games that are just like passable in here.
I'd play it above Mind Teaser.
Okay.
I think that's where I'd put it.
Oh, we're not splitting the Syndicate guy anymore.
Well, now he just sees like, Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, and now he's got balls and Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, more balls. Surrounded by balls.
Oh man. Yeah, that was it was fine. I mean, because it kind of led to Fight Night.
Yeah. So it has some important legacy to it. Again, there's a lot of weird EA legacy all over this console, but
there is.
But
like I'd play this one before it, and I definitely played this before it.
Oh,
hell, I'd play this before it as well.
Exactly. So. Exactly. It just boxing games are hard to get right.
Yeah. Really I mean, there was potential with this one. I don't think I think they were trying to be a bit more than they really should have with this one.
Yeah, I agree. They just didn't really have the competency to make it work. Speaking of lack of competency, we have Cyberdillo.
Anyways,
you put it below the porn games. I think that's a little unfair.
When I got something out of these,
what was that? Yourself?
Sure. I gotta laugh.
Yeah, sure. Part of me wants to put it. No. Cyberdillo. No. Put it above all of like the just slideshow porn games. So like, no. It's
no, these over here. Yeah.
Yeah. Above, what's that? Is that Supermodels Go Wild? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's put it above that. Yeah. Right in the middle.
Okay. I laughed because Jake was all like excited about that one, and we're just like, no.
Yeah. Poor Jake.
All right, Johnny
Oh,
Bazooka
Bazooka
Tone.
Tone. That was a disappointing one.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Because I was excited for like an original like 3DO platformer, a game I'd never seen before.
and it was mediocre.
It has potential, but it just didn't live up to that potential. Um Either low B or high C. I'm not sure which one though.
I
Hmm.
mean, I'd probably play it over Shockwave. In
I
all
played
honesty,
over Shockwave. Yeah. Would I played above Blade Force?
Blade Force is more impressive, but I got
Yeah,
farther in Johnny Bazooka Tone.
true. Like if Blade Force just had better direction, it would probably be higher on the list.
I think I'll put it above Blade Force, but I don't think it matches the
No, it's
insanity
not
of Siberia.
Siberia. No, it can't best Siberia. No.
Yeah. And comparing it to the other two platformers, obviously Soccer Kid was better and Gex is significantly better. So
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
think it's fine there.
Just shows what we're dealing with platformers on this thing.
Yeah, there is that one other one that I already forgot the name of, but we'll get there at some point.
I already forget it.
We mentioned it in this episode, so that's I'll have to re-listen to it.
Okay.
Army Men RTS, the good Army Men game we played.
I don't know if I'd put it in S.
I'd put it in A.
It's an A tier, absolutely.
I'd probably still play Gex before I played this.
It's better than Return Fire, absolutely.
Okay, I'll leave it here.
I think that's a good spot for it, sure.
Okay, Primal Rage.
Primal Rage. I think Stormy. I think Matt would put this above where we're gonna put it.
I mean,
they had quite a fondness for this one, but I think
they did.
They played it in the arcades, whereas we didn't.
I'd put it above Balls, which is a game that Matt also likes, because I remember
it's a better fighting game than Balls.
Yeah, because I remember they had mentioned initially that would have been a game they would have picked, but
I'd put it above Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely more impressive than Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, but I'd rather play the golf games.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair. Fighting games are interesting on 3D. We have like some absolute classics up here,
and some absolute trash,
and then this.
Yeah, my favorite fighting game, Super Models Go Wild. If that was a fighting game, oh, S tier. S tier.
Well, they have that. It's called Dead or Alive.
Yeah. Well, not on this console.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay, this one will be interesting. PO'd
the Definitive Edition. Yeah. So it's not in shit tier, guaranteed. Because it was good to now. Yeah, we could play it. It was good to get a proper reevaluation of the game through that. I really appreciated that. Like I got to see the whole game, and did I get all the achievements? I don't think I did. I think there's maybe a couple I missed. I don't know. Maybe we should go back and get them all.
I think it's better than C tier.
It's at the very least a B. I think B tier is where it belongs. I can't imagine an A tier.
No, it's not. It doesn't come close. Even BioFury is better.
Oh yeah. I put it
because I played over all these.
I put it below Cannon Fodder, I think.
Okay. Yeah, that actually, yeah, because I played over the basketball, Slam and Jam.
Yeah, but in some ways, I think Cannon Fodder was better.
Cannon Fodder is one of those games that's just surprisingly solid, and I think that's it's really funny. We got PO'd definitive, the playable versions up here, and then the originals.
I mean, it kind of realized its potential with the definitive edition. So, yeah, I need to see. Did I get all the fucking achievements in that? Hold on. I gotta look because now I'm curious. We'll do that. Come on. This app is slow sometimes. I got...
I just can't get over porn row and then Cyberdillo.
It made sense. Fuck, I don't know where it is in here. I know I got quite a few of them. I thought I'd gotten more than this. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there was 15 achievements. I got 9 of them. I'd have
That's-
to look through to see how to solve the rest of them.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, one's beating the game on hard, and I'm like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Or very hard. Yeah. Oh, there's complete the game in under 20 minutes in a single playthrough. Yeah, fuck off. I ain't doing that shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe not. But yeah, I think where it sits in B is fair.
Okay. Next we have Who Shot Johnny Rock?
Oh, who shot Johnny Rock? Well, we do find out who shot Johnny Rock.
Yeah. So
It wasn't Mad Dog
s-
McCree.
No. So it's not S tier because it wasn't nearly as memorable.
No, I hate that I had issues getting this fucking game to run.
I know.
Is it A tier? I don't know.
I don't think so.
It's not as memorable. It really isn't.
No, it was still fun. Like it had moments, but
Yeah.
we don't quote it like we do those 3 up there.
Oh, Mad Dog, we still quote to this day. It's awesome.
I'd probably put it in B. I'm just not
Yeah.
sure where.
Let's see.
I mean, I'd play it above all of these at the very least.
I'd put it above the Horde, but under Tripped.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Tripped is more compelling. The Horde is more. Yeah, it's interesting, but it's a little too.
It's a little
this
too
is-
it's a little too abstract, I think.
Yeah, this is more charming.
Yes,
so-
yes. The Horde has some charm, but not as much.
Yeah. All right. Oh, speaking of charm,
Oh, hello, I'm Shelley Duvall.
Duvall peers in from the corner.
Oh man. I kind of like cheekily want to put it in A tier. I don't know, I kind of liked it.
It's honestly better than a lot of this stuff. Functionality.
For real. I think in reality it goes below PGA Tour. I would play it over Twisted.
Okay.
Yeah. It was either that or I was going to put it right next to Plumber's Don't Wear Ties. And I'm like,
Plumber-
I think that's asking too much.
That's kind of an insult to Wing Commander. In all honesty,
Yeah, that's fair.
we're already kind of insulting it here. But yeah, I'll go with B because it was functional.
It was key. I think it had a retro achievement set and I got them all. So
Yeah, it was.
and it was cute. It was perfectly fine.
It made up for the fact that I bought it just specifically for an episode.
Yeah. I've played a hell of a lot worse.
Yeah. I mean, out here.
Exactly. Yeah.
So Army Men 3D.
Hmm.
It's like I don't want to say it's shit, but it's not really any better than. Like I play a lot.
I would play Psychic Detective above it.
Okay.
Like my heart says shit, but I'm like, it should be in the C tier, I think.
It's more functioning than a lot of these games, and it is a fleshed out game. It's just it hasn't aged well at all.
It hasn't aged well at all, yeah. And I can tell when I was playing, I'm like this is where they got Sarge's Heroes from. Because Sarge's Heroes is just a better Army Men 3D.
It's Army Men 3D if it had personality.
Exactly.
Which is why when we get to the World War games, we'll be like, wow, they didn't learn anything.
Exactly. So, Alone in the Dark 2.
So it's better than Alone in the Dark 1.
It is better than Alone in the Dark 1, yes. And we have that in a kind of mid to high C tier.
And it's kind of there just because of its relevance and like
Yeah.
like its history.
And I think of the original trilogy, this is the best of the bunch.
Yeah, and honestly, playing this game with like Tony like made me realize how this game's actually kind of charming.
Tony helped this one along, I think. Where would I put it? I'd put it above Shockwave.
Yeah, I'd definitely play it over Shockwave.
Yeah, but I'd rather play Blade Force.
It's compelling. That's like the best way to put it.
Yeah. I was surprised at how surprisingly compelling it surprisingly was. Why am I saying surprisingly so much? Surprisingly.
Then running around in the Santa suit is just funny.
Oh yeah. Classic.
Okay. I find it interesting. A tier is the smallest tier.
Yeah, it was very interesting.
I guess it's because like the S tiers are like these are games that like these are like the games that I would recommend to people right away.
Yeah, A tier for sure.
A tier also like I'd recommend these, but like these are the ones I'd say play first.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And then everything else is kind of like take it or leave it. So
Yeah, if it interests you, sure.
Captain J.
I think that has to go in the shit tier, unfortunately.
Yeah. The problem it's just too difficult. Like
It's above Road Redemption.
okay. I mean there was thought like the whole like little comic book was really fun.
Yeah, it had effort put into it, but I just like they were trying to make a Tempest clone, and then they're like, oh, we can't just copy Tempest.
They
When
made a
honestly-
Tempest clone and they took everything that made Tempest fun out.
Yeah, like if they had just straight up copied Tempest like 2000, it would be a better game for it.
Yeah.
You know,
And
I mean,
for what it
'cause,
is,
I mean,
it's just
the best thing that game did was it caused me to play some more Tempest 2000. And I
Yeah.
was like, this game fucking slaps. Oh, it's still so good.
Because the only thing I really
is there a Tempest 4000 now?
there is, it's on PS4.
If it's on Xbox, I'm gonna grab it.
I don't know if it's on Xbox. I know it's on PS4 because I have
I'll check and let you know.
it. Okay. Next we have Bust a Move.
I like it's Bust a Move.
Bust a Move.
Yeah. To me, that's an A tier game.
Yeah, I'd put it in A.
Where'd I put
I mean,
it in A?
I played Gex first just because Gex is more compelling.
I play RTS above it. I feel like it's the only game it's genuinely better than is probably Plumbers.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we said it best in our episode, which was mostly news. It's just Bust a Move, which is good.
Yeah. No, I love me some Bust a Move. So
okay.
I play it more than I probably should.
All right, this one is going to be interesting. Daedalus.
Ooh, the Daedalus encounter.
Daedalus. I'd say this is an A as well.
I'm willing to give it A. I am genuinely willing to give it A.
Like, it's better than
I like it more than Wing Commander.
It's definitely better than Plumbers.
Yeah. Is it better than Bust a Move?
Honestly,
I don't know. What do you think?
I'm not gonna lie, I'd play it over Demolition Man.
It's like BioFury is where it stops for sure.
Yeah, because BioFury is just too technically solid.
See, I'd put Demolition Man above it. I just think because Demolition Man is more ambitious.
It's more ambitious, but it does have kind of lull moments.
Yeah, like the fighting sections are pretty shit.
Daedalus is just like, it's shocking how good it is the entire way through.
Yeah. You know what? Go ahead.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I think that's one of my few arguments I'll give out. Like, I'll be like, I think this is good, but like it was shocking how good this was.
Yeah. Good job to your career. You did it. I wonder if she even remembers that.
I wonder if she got paid for it. She probably did.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping she did.
It was the 90s. You never know. Lost Eden.
Lost Eden. See, that's another one that's like surprisingly good.
Yeah.
But it's not as good as Daedalus Encounter.
No.
Does it break into A?
It's kind of like if it's anywhere, it's at the top of B, in my opinion. Because I
could live with that.
I'd play it over PGA.
I could live with that. Yeah.
But I'm not sure if I'd play it over Wing Commander.
I think Wing Commander is like the better, I guess, cinematic experience, because I think that's what Lost Eden's trying to do, or have more of like a cinematic storytelling thing.
Yeah.
But it just feels too video gamey for its era. Whereas Wing Commander, like you could show that to people now and people would just think that's a movie from back then, not a game. You know?
Because like honestly, aside from like the space combat, which is unfortunately its weakest aspect on 3DO,
yeah,
the actual gameplay, like the actual like interactions and stuff throughout the ship,
Yeah, walking around the ship talking to people is the best part of the game.
Like I get so many proto Mass Effect vibes from that game.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
and this one it had decent gameplay, but like this is more stunning in a lot
Yeah,
of ways.
for
So
sure.
yeah,
For
I
sure.
think I'm happy with it being at the top of B.
Yeah. And also I find the sci-fi stuff more interesting than like dinosaurs talking to humans. Like, I don't know if I
Yes.
really care.
Yeah. Sailor
Um,
Moon.
is that a shit tier? I feel like that's a
It's
little harsh.
I
Hmm.
mean it's about on par with Balls in terms of fighter.
Yeah.
It functions, but is it better than these?
No, not really.
I'd play it over
Um,
Psychic Detective more just because it's kind of dumb.
I'd probably play Psychic Detective over it, but I would play it above Army Men.
Yeah. Yeah, that's on it. Psychic Detective does more. Like there is a game. This is just a fighter
Yeah.
with no plot.
Yeah.
Um,
In many ways, Psychic Detective feels like an FMV game that would release on Steam today, but got transported back to 1995, and they went, "Oh shit, we have to try to make this fit on this."
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
And-
fine with that.
Yeah. And then last but not least,
Virtuoso.
Virtuoso. Um, I mean, I was the one who ended up liking it the most, I think.
I
So,
enjoyed it a lot, mostly for the music.
yeah, it is a trip. It is quite a fun. It's a fun journey,
I
at the very least.
I don't want to say A, but it's definitely B.
No, I don't think A tier. Like I could jokingly put it in A, but I'm like, Plumbers is already jokingly in
Yeah,
A. So
we already gave our one mulligan for joke for a joke
yeah,
entry.
exactly. Yeah, B tier I think is fine. But where would it be in B tier?
I mean, I'd play it over Shelley Duvall.
See, I was gonna go a little lower.
Where were you thinking?
Um, I'd put it above. I think I put it above PO'd.
Okay,
Yeah.
put Vince Neil there.
Whoever that is. We theorized. Like a lot of people, that's like, yeah, I can see that.
All right, so
Man, what
here's
a
what
list.
it's something.
It is quite the list. Like it's so funny how B, C, and D are all equal, you
Mm.
know? And then A just barely got a second row. And then, S is killing it up there.
I do find it pretty compelling though, just how many like if we're gonna say like these are like the games that are like worth playing on it, there is a surprisingly large amount of games that we've discovered so far that are gems, especially the S tier alone. Like there is so many games in there that like are shockingly good.
And a decent amount of variety as well.
Hmm.
You
Yeah,
get all
because
kinds of stuff in there. You get driving games, puzzle games, fighting games, shooters, a
sports.
sports, a platformer, some more kind of cinematic-y type stuff,
Hmm.
some more comedy kind of stuff. Like games that try to be like, like FMV, like even FMV games in there, like some of the more
Oh yeah,
better ones, you know.
like we have like
And then plumbers don't wear ties.
yeah, that's it's the most icon one of the most iconic games for the system. It
Yeah,
deserves to be up here.
exactly. It's too good.
That then the fact that I do kind of like it, despite the fact
I do too. I do too.
I like looking at the top of each tier. Like Need for Speed is still up there, obviously, because of just what it means to the
I
system.
I wonder if Need for Speed will ever get topped.
I don't know. It's just such a this game means so much to the system.
Yeah,
Just um, I mean, a Gex obviously that's like the poster boy of the system.
yeah.
Lost Eden interested me because this was another game I kind of went into just being like I have no idea, and then being like, yeah,
Yeah.
this is fine.
Surges War at the top of C is funny.
Yeah, I mean, it's entertaining, even if it's objectively not a good game.
I mean, if you look at all the C tier games, it is the one I would probably play first.
Yeah, yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
because
And then the top of shit tier Station Invasion, I think is yep. It just
I think
barely crosses into shit tier.
it's shit because the game itself isn't very good, but it is very charming.
Like, I would still recommend it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like, it's the only game in the shit tier I would say, like, check it out. The rest of them, I'd say, don't bother. Don't waste your time.
I'd recommend Petanque if you found it for cheap, just because it is interesting, even if it's not good.
Yeah, just watch a video of Petanque, and
Yeah,
you'll get a better experience. Just playing it is kind of a nightmare.
yeah, because like everything else in here is like here.
Yeah,
this
exactly.
this is still the most controversial choice I think on this list.
Hey, it's in D tier where it belongs.
No, it's a shit. I
Shit
honestly,
tier.
and I'm not changing it now because I kind of like the conclusion we came up with, but I really should have made a separate category for porn games and just put.
No, include them in there. We're being inclusive.
I like that we can have the joke of having Cyberdillo in the middle of the
Exactly. We couldn't have that. It's just like lost in the shuffle.
Yeah, it's like
So,
it's better than these because these aren't games, but it's
no,
also Cyberdillo.
it's a
So,
bad game.
yes.
Like the ones above it are at least like they're not games, but they're interesting.
Yeah, they at least they tried to be something.
There's something there, but whether or not it's good, I can't say.
This is just for if you're that desperate, I guess.
I mean, if you're that desperate, I could recommend you some websites that might help you out.
Well, in the 90s, was that an option?
I mean,
Nowadays.
I mean, if you had the money to afford a 3DO and this stuff, it's like, Bubby, you could probably go to the adult store and like find some VHS tapes or maybe even some laser discs if you want to get freaky and watch those, you know.
I just can't get over the fact
there's more stuff in those than this.
I just can't get over the fact that one of them is literally just called sex.
And it's like the tamest one.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh man.
Yeah, what a fucking tier list. I can't wait. And in like another year, we're gonna add a bunch of more games to this fucking list.
All right. Yeah, that came out really good though. I like the variety we've played so far.
Is there anything you would move? Just looking at it now. Especially because there's a bunch of games in here that we probably haven't thought about in a while. Like, is there anything you'd move?
No. I mean, the only argument is, does Flashback deserve to be this low?
Yeah, but I think that kind of we just need to play it again. I don't know if we probably won't do another video on it, but
no, we might
in our spare time, maybe we'll play it or something.
Maybe for a bonus episode at some point, we'll do like a episode just kind of like revisiting like minor, like doing like just kind of running down some minor revisits.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, maybe when we approach like 200 or something, we can like compile a list of games that we're like, yeah, we should give that another try. See what happens. Yeah. That'd be an interesting little sub series.
But yeah, that was the tier list. I'll be sure to save that for later, and I can post both of them so we can see what changed.
Yeah. Make sure you post those on the socials so people
Yes.
can get visual representations if they're not watching the video podcast. Because I know some people who do not watch the video version; they only listen to the audio.
Yeah. This is one I would recommend video for, at least for the tiers portion. But I think we explained it well enough that it makes sense.
Hopefully, yeah. If you want to see the full rundown of it, yeah, if you go to like our Blue Sky or Discord or whatever, you'll see it.
Yeah. But before we sign off, I just wanted to take the time to go through all of the guests we've had on the show over the years, and just give them one shout out and a big thanks for joining us. So I'm gonna just run back to the top real quick. I didn't plan ahead. I should have made a list. That's my bad. I was too busy
while he's making the list. If you haven't yet, please listen to my new series, Call of Duty Thrack Ops, where I'm going through the Call of Duty games. Episode 1 is out, where I talk about Call of Duty 1 and the expansion pack United Offensive. I am currently in the middle of playing Call of Duty Finest Hour for the Xbox, so hopefully episode 2 will be up sometime next week. I still haven't beaten the game yet. I'm pretty close to it, so hopefully that'll be out relatively soon. So go listen to Thrack Ops, please.
Yes, and there should be a link for that in the description of the video or podcast. But to go down now the list of talking about our guests we've had over the years, I want to first shout out Josh from Still Loading for appearing on the second episode of the show, and also Thrack was recently on Still Loading podcast talking about Indiana Jones, so check that out.
Yeah, that was a good episode. That was a good time.
I started it recently. I was like really enjoying where it was going.
It's pretty long, and I know we go a lot of crazy places in that one.
But shout out to Josh.
Shout out to Troy as well. Troy was on
that. Big shout out to Casey, recurring guest, a friend of the show. Honestly, he's like the unofficial third member of this podcast.
Yeah, basically. So if you ever wanted to become more full time, Casey, you're welcome.
Yep. Big shout out to Casey. Aaron, of course, the boss man, one of our other recurring guests.
Has he been on the most?
I think he's just behind Casey.
Okay.
Yep. So we had Aaron. For a while, Aaron was like our only other guest. I think about it.
It was hard to get people for this show because a lot of people just were like, "Oh, I don't know what the 3DO is." And it's like, do you really think that matters?
No, not at all. Yeah, it's funny actually. I'm like, we had Aaron, then we had Casey, then we had Aaron,
and then Casey.
Then we had Casey. Oh God, we went through a period of not having any guests.
Oh yeah,
it's actually really funny. Where are the guests? We've had a ton.
They show up a little later.
Oh, Aaron again. Okay. We had Chris, Aaron, and Navon for the one episode you had missed. It was the one we just talked about shit. Shout out to those guys. And then we had Chris, Will, and Jake on for the Halloween episode where we barely talk about Halloween.
That was a fun one.
And then Schnickerman, of course. Shout out to Schnickerman.
Now Schnickerman, Quest 64.
Quest 64, definitely a great episode.
Oh yeah.
Casey again.
Dre,
of course,
for the iconic porn games episode.
And shout out to Steve, even though he wasn't able to join us, he still played all of them. And we will get him on the show as an apology because I feel so bad that it didn't work out.
Yes, he will be showing up eventually. We already have it planned out.
And then Nave and Alex for that New Year's special.
That was a fun time.
Let's see, any other Jake once again joining us on
Jake from Press B to Cancel.
Yep, we'll have to have him on again at some point. He was a great guest
for sure.
Shout out to Nomad for joining us for Wolfenstein.
Oh yeah, I forgot he was on there for that. Yeah, it
was a great episode.
Hope you're doing okay, Nomad. I know you've been real busy lately.
Shout out to Matt. They were also a great guest on the Primal Rage episode.
Yeah, that was a fun one too.
Yep, we'll have to see if we can get them on again at some point.
And then let's
Casey again.
and then of course Tony for Alone in the Dark too.
Our
Tony
boy.
Maloney. He's also on episode 2 of 3DO.
Yes, he is. Aaron again.
For Bust a Move.
Yep. Oh, and then Jake from
Pre-Order
for joining us for Lost Eden, which ended up being a really cool episode.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and then Alex on
Sailor Moon, of course.
And then how can we forget Rick?
Rick from Pixel Project on Virtuoso. So our biggest guest yet.
We've had a great selection of people join us for this show, and I can't wait till the next 50 where we can add even more.
Oh yeah, we have some recurring, like I've been making the rounds trying to get some people on the show, and some people that have been on the show before and some who haven't, who have said they would like to do it. So I have their commitment, kind of. So yeah, hopefully we'll get some more as we get closer to 150.
Yeah. Now, shout out to all of our guests and also all of our listeners who listen to us ramble every week talking about an obscure console from the 90s. No, we do. In all honesty, we do really appreciate it. It has been so fun to see this podcast grow, especially because it started out as a little side thing that was basically ripping off our friend Dave over at Remember 64.
Yeah, it's
We-
started this
we
little
will-
niche thing, but like we've carved out a little corner for ourselves, and everyone seemed to like it, and it's kind of become part of our, I guess, online personas.
We've single-handedly made the 3DO somewhat relevant to a group of people.
We've gotten more people to play it than I think Trip Hawkins has in the last 20 years.
Yes.
So take that, bitch.
In all serious though, please come on our show.
Oh, please, please. I would do anything.
But yeah, anyways, with that, once again, guys, thank you for joining us for the 100th episode of the 3DO Experience. You can find the 3DO Experience on all the major podcasting platforms, particularly Apple Podcast and Spotify. Be sure to check us out over on the Superpod Network, superpodnetwork.com, and check out all of the amazing shows over there as well. And with that, everybody, thank you for joining us, and here's to another 100.
Bye-bye.
If you're not playing on a 3DO system, what are you playing with?